their numbers and their point system, they're close to the 42 points, but a very strong Bonbeach side today. As I welcome my co-commentator Paul Wilson. Welcome, Paulie, and I'll tell you what, to say it's cold is the understatement of the century.
Good to be here, Dan. It is a bit chilly. The fog was here very, very early, and it has lifted a bit. Normally you can see the after seat in the background there, guys and girls and boys and gentlemen, all that sort of stuff. But it has lifted a bit. A few other games at Red Hill Way, there was fog that might have stopped the game.
If you look at our Facebook page, you'll see that there was no chance. Reminded me of the Carlton Fitzroy game 1971 when they could not see it in the seniors. The fog came across the ground, I think, at the Junction Oval.
Yeah, there was some foggy scenes down there in Mornings Peninsula, but if the sun comes out, it's going to be beautiful. But I don't think she's going to pop out today. But we're up here in the beautiful... where are we? What would you call it, Dan?
The palatial surrounds of the Timekeeper's box with Mark from Rosebud and one of the great men of the Bonbeach Football Cricket Club. He's a legend. Peter Hogan, who generally when you see Peter at the social club rooms, he's holding court at the back of the club rooms as he nods his head in approval.
He's got his team sheet.
He's got his team sheet in front of us today too, as he hopes Jamie Carr can post 100 winners, one of the best female jockeys going around in the country at the moment. And naming rights sponsor today, Paul, Rosebud Country Club down there on Thursday. Good to see Danny and everyone.
Great spot.
They're doing a lot for local footy. Our scoreboard sponsor, and they're actually putting the game up on their big screen today in the bottle shop, the corner bottle shop of Rosebud, Thirsty Camel corner bottle shop. Thanks to all the team there. Our goal of the day for Truman's Golf Range. And I was down there on Thursday as well near Bonio, and we had a pizza and a beer and watched everyone having a little bit of a hit of golf off the range. Best on ground, Jeff Wignall Ford. And Jeff Wignall Ford, of course, have got branches in Hastings, Mornington and Frankston. Mark of the day for the Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South. And we'll go round the grounds and big games of footy for Growth Syndicates Australia. Just before we start, though, Paul, a sad day in local footy.
Yeah, a bit of a sad day in local footy. One of a good friend of mine and a coach at Bonbeach and Chelsea, Tony Wern. He was 74 years old. He died during the week there. Apparently he had complications with the operation in his knee, but then he got towards his had a heart attack, and unfortunately Werney has died. Now, just quickly, at Bonbeach, he coached Bonbeach from 1969, 70, 71. He was a three-time best and fairest at Bonbeach, dual Nepean League best and fairest winner, half-back of the century anniversary team at Bonbeach there. Got Bonbeach in the finals first time in 1969. Tough, hard, good footballer. Then he went to Chelsea 1962 to 1976. Had his first game in 1962. Then he played his first senior game in 1964. Played 114 games at Chelsea. Captain 72 to 74. Coached him 72 to 76. Premiers in 66 and 67. Team of the century and also a life member. And Werney was a great member of the Long Island Country Golf Club, where I played all my junior golf and senior golf there too. He was always fitness. He liked a bit of a drink. I'm not saying more of that. But he had some bottle shops and supermarkets too, and a lot of members from the Long Island Golf Club would help him out on stock take days. I was one of them. We used to count one and have three ourselves, things like that. Then he got onto this. It was a great time.
Did you still get the stock take right if you're counting one and having three?
Took us 3 days, but we got there eventually. Then he got into Werney's Fun Bus. He had this little courier service with the buses. He'd pick you up from his house and take you to the airport or take you to a golf trips. And he was a lovely bloke and just a true gentleman. Involved with the Super Footy Club too. His boy Lee was down there. So condolences to Shirley and Lee and all the family there too. So Doc White told me during the week, and Doc's not going too good either. He had pacemaker put into his...
Sorry to hear that.
But, to Werney and Weasel, the Bonbeach boys and Chelsea Footy Club and also the Seaford Footy Club, condolences there. So, R.I.P. Werney.
Good on you, Werney. And we wish his family all the very best. Big game of footy today, Paul. Now... We're looking forward to seeing what happens. Bonbeach just about at full strength. McLean not playing in the side, but David Armitage is back. Sam Gilbert's in great form. Trent Dennis-Lane playing today, leading the goal kicking with 24 goals. Liam Hewlett, who had a couple of years on Melbourne's list, was the same draft as Clayton Oliver and Sam Wiedemann and Mitch White, who had a game with Seaford earlier in the year. He's playing most of his footy, though, in the VFL with the Casey Demons. Rosebud, very young, is Nick Jules very proud of. There's no Crummage, who's such an important member of their side. He'll be back maybe in 2 or 3 weeks' time. You might play in the reserves next week. Talking of which, Rosebud kept their finals chances alive in the reserves today. They led all day. Bonbeach have been on top all season. Kicked a couple of goals deep into time on to actually hit the front before Rosebud had a shot, virtually the last kick of the day. Big Schultze, 40 seconds to go, and they got the job done down at the Rosebud end of the ground.
Today also is Tommy Soffel's 100th game for Rosebud, so well done, Tommy.
And the reserves up at Red Hill, abandoned because of the fog. They got an under-19s game underway, but the reserves abandoned, which means 2 points for two sides firmly ensconced in the top 5 in the reserves. And that, of course, is Red Hill and the Bombers, who managed to beat Frankston YCW twice in the reserves for the first time in their history. And the Frankston YCW team also in that top 5. But a big win by Rosebud today to stay in the finals race. And they win today, they'll move a step closer to cementing their spot inside the top 5 in the seniors, considering they're one game clear of Sorrento and also Dramana. And if you look at their percentage, Paul, it's 108.79. Sorrento a game behind at 98.94 and Dramana 95.75. As we start broadcasting from the timekeeper's box today, underway straight away, and Fisher wins it down. Then McDonald with a defensive hand pass to Armitage, gets the kick slightly smothered. I thought it was slightly smothered, but the umpire said no, and there's a mark on this occasion to be taken by the young fella, Tid. Tid kicks down the line for Rosebud in front of the coach's box, which sort of shrouds where we're broadcasting a little bit. But other than that, we've got a beautiful look at the ground today. Goes out of bounds between wing and half forward for Rosebud as they head to the Rosebud end of the ground. Boundary throw, and that's maybe the one area of a weakness for Bonbeach, not having the number 1 ruckman, Tom Hogan. So Fisher doing a lot of the ruck work. Played really well last week. High kick comes out from Rosebud, but they put it out of bounds on the full in the back pocket, and it'll be kicked back into play for Bonbeach by Nick Waterston.
Just watch a couple match up there. Mitch Gents on David Armitage. Oh, sorry, beg your pardon. No, he's on Sean Downey, Mitch Gent and Sean Downey.
The ball's coming back because the umpire's deemed that the Rosebud player kicked it when he was out of bounds. Boundary throw-in, right on attacking 50, thrown back into play. McDonald gets it. His handball was smothered. He wins it again. Of course he does. He's at half-back, wobbly kick, but standing in the road is young Tid, coming up from the under-19s, who reads it nicely. A kick behind the play right in front of our commentary position. They go back into attack now, Rosebud. No scorers yet. High kick inside 50. Big strong mark. No, I thought Gilbert had the mark. Then he lays a tackle. Batsans gets a hand pass out to Reed Nanscowan. Nanscowan, a high wobbly ball. Mark last line of defence by Bonbeach. They'll head to the outer side of the ground. And Coates, but his kick is no good. Turned over again by Batsanis. Batsanis off a step in the forward pocket on the outer side. And the first score is on the board on the corner bottle shop of Rosebud, Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop scoreboard. And, of course, our coverage today brought to you by the Rosebud Country Club.
Matty Cummins on the bench there for Rosebud, about to come on.
Well, he and Steve will swap all day.
Yep.
And they've been outstanding this year, part of the 2018 Stingrays Premiership side. Back into play in short. And Jackson Casey takes the mark at half-back for Bonbeach. Delivers down the line again.
Clean.
McLean takes the mark. He's been such a good player for this Bonbeach side since coming across from the amateurs a couple of years ago. There's nothing on offer up the ground. He goes back again. And now they deliver across the goal face and taken on this occasion by Justin Bennett. Bennett now kicks in short once more. And the mark is completed by Bo Bailey. Bailey gets it on the half volley to the redhead in his first game and does well, Oswald. Gets the hand pass back to Bailey. Kicks down the line close to the boundary. And Osland, I should say, goes out of bounds in front of our commentary position. So he's the first gamer today, Justin Osland, with the red hair. Should be easy to pick. Boundary throw-in.
Blaine Coates on McDonald.
Yeah.
Good match up there.
Knocked down again. Handball smothered by Gilbert. Bo Bailey's there again, stepping around opponents, working his way through Marshall, who's come down from Carlton in the VFL, and he hits a target for Rosebud at half forward. The mark taken by Keegan Downey, one of 4 members of the 2015 Premiership side in this team today. Kicks long inside 50, no mark taken. Couldn't get it at the drop. Armitage for Bonbeach. Batsanis there, couldn't take it. Bailey gets the hand pass out. Player taken down behind in a tackle, way too slow. He was loitering on that occasion in Joseph Fisher. Free kick goes to Rosebud. They kick it long inside 50. No mark taken. Cummings is down there and then a hurried shot at goal. Wobbly shot at goal. Just misses to the right-hand side. Jane Nance Cowan is there as the goal sneak. He's kicked 18 goals so far this year. He was front and square, threw it on the boot just outside the goal square and maybe hurried to kick a bit. The second behind on the board on the Thirsty Camel Bottle Shop scoreboard. So they now have the footy at half-back. Armitage couldn't get it on the half volley. Batsanis tackles him well. He gets support, though, at half-back. They bring it around the outer side now, Bonbeach. Nice kick. And they can play on quickly and kick long inside 50. Looking for Liam Hewlett. Can't take the mark. Dennis Lane at the back. Snapping, goaling. This is what they're so good at. They go inside 50 once. And the former Swan and Saint kicks his 25th goal of the season. They went straight down the guts, basically. Good target for Liam Hewlett, just made a contest. And at the back, Trent Dennis Lane kicks the first goal of the match. And tough for Rosebud. They dominate the first 5 minutes, Paul. Bonbeach go forward once to the social club rooms end of the ground and they kick a goal on the Thirsty Camel Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard.
Yeah, Rosebud had all the attack in the first 5 minutes, or the first 4.5 minutes here, Dan. And one opportunity to go inside 50 to Rosebud and to Bonbeach there. And the very elusive TDL snaps around the corner, gets a goal.
Thrown up in the middle. No one can get a clean advantage. And there will be another ball up. Tom Baker doing the ruck work at the moment for Rosebud. Fisher wins it down. Jane Nance Cowan manages to wrench the footy away from McDonald. No mean feat, but coming the other way. Hurry kick by Fisher. Drives them towards centre half forward. May have been held on to by Kennedy on this occasion. Trent Dennis Lane. Then he lays a tackle as the ball was sort of pitched in front of them. 30 metres out from the goal that Bonbeach are attacking. They lead by 4 points.
Mate, they do the big press up now. Both teams do a press.
Baker pushed out of it. Gilbert attacks it hard. 30 metres out from goal. Throwing on the boot. Fisher! Make something out of nothing. They go forward twice and kick another one, Bonbeach. 2 straight 12. Rosebud yet to score. Thirsty Camel Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard.
Fisher then just rode it quite well, and the big fella just snuck one through there. Is Cummings for Cummings interchange. So you got big Matty going on the ruck, and big Steve-O comes off.
Candidate for our Truman's Golf Range goal of the day. It's early days, but he was under a little bit of pressure. Mind you, Trent Dennis Lane's goal around the body was a beauty as well. 10-point lead, early stages. We've played 6 minutes in the opening quarter in foggy conditions at Rosebud.
It's actually lifted, I reckon.
A little bit. Thrown up. Matt Cummings wins it down, beats Fisher. McDonald a threading hand pass through traffic looking for Verma. Had to lay a tackle in the end. Batsana squeezes it for Rosebud into the middle of the ground. Now they have an opportunity to drive it long. Comes from Jane Nance Cowan. Kicks inside 50. No mark taken. Balls at the drop. Gilbert's there. Couldn't take it. Corrigan feeds out a hand pass. They've got it at half back. Hurry kick comes from Bonbeach towards McDonald, who just makes it look easy by weaving his way through traffic. Gets the hand pass off to his mate Casey, but Casey's kick is turned over by Fletcher Huswaite in front of our commentary position for Rosebud. They trail by 10 points, driving long inside 50. Almost a mark down there to Tom Baker. Couldn't hang on to it. It spills out to Jackson Casey. Handballs to Shane McDonald. They just look for each other on all occasions. He's tackled front on, loses control of it, unable to get a clean possession close to the boundary. He might be dragged over the line. He is at half forward for the Buds.
Just notice that Baker there, the Bonbeach boys are sort of going 2 against 1 or sometimes 3 against 1 for big Baker there. It's hard to get that mark.
Boundary throw in, taken by Batsanis and the long sleeves. His hand pass is a little bit slick for McRae. Tries to take them on, gets the hand pass out. Turned over though on this occasion, and they'll drive the kick around the wing towards the boundary. Carter was involved, and they skid a little kick towards Owen Hewlett, who in his third game, it's good to have him back for Bonbeach. He kicked 5 in his return against Red Hill a couple of weeks ago. Right in front of our commentary position again. 10-point lead on the Thirsty Camel Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard. Gee, I thought that Matt Cummings might have actually thrown that out in the ruck. It's picked up on this occasion by Mitch Gent for Bonbeach. Kicks it high inside 50. No mark taken. Yes, there is a mark taken. Owen Hewlett. I thought his 2 Rosebud opponents might have knocked it away, but he controlled it the entire time, and that has to be a candidate. I know it's early days for our mark of the day for the Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South.
He just took on 3 blokes there running back with the ball there and juggled over top of them and took a beautiful mark. So he's lined up from about 45 metres out in a slide angle towards the club room's end.
Right half forward. Chance for their third goal would be virtually their third inside 50. Talk about efficiency, and Rosebud have been inside probably double the number of times for just 2 behinds. The margin 10 points. His kick is on line and it sneaks it home. It was certainly heading straight, then it seemed to maybe fade away, but still snuck in on the right-hand side. 3 straight, 18-0 on the Thirsty Camel Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard. 16-point lead, and of course our main sponsors today. And I was down there on Thursday in beautiful still conditions at the Rosebud Country Club, Paul Wilson.
How'd you hit them?
Well, I didn't hit any of them because I'm not capable of hitting them. But it was good to be down there. Saw the north and south courses. Spoke to Danny, the general manager. Had a lovely time down there. They've got a great setup. They've got the Bowls Club as well. You can become a member of the Bowls Club, and fantastic setup.
Yeah, we both played there a fair bit. It's a great setup down there, Rosebud. Great setup.
Thrown up in the middle of the ground again. Matt Cummings wins it down. Armitage at the drop, taken it. A tackle placed on him by Huswaite. Handball from Boss, run down, full Rosebud, front edge, centre square. Turned over again. Hurry kick comes out from Bonbeach. And on that occasion, it was from the boot of Waterston. Ball still in the middle of the ground. No one can get a clean possession. And the umpire says, give it to me, boys. I'll throw it up.
Just the on-ballers here for Bonbeach. They're just getting it out much quicker than Rosebud at the moment.
Runs so deep, doesn't it, that midfield, as we know. Here's Mitch Chanty, wins it at the drop, kicks inside 50 towards half forward, a bouncing ball. No one can get a clean possession, so Carlos missed it. Now McDonald receives a hand pass from Liam Hewlett. He gets it quickly. It's kicked around the body towards full forward by Hogan. Here's Dennis Lane, goes in hard. Kennedy's with him, wearing him like a glove. They're under pressure, 25 metres out from the goal. They're defending Rosebud at the social club room's end of the ground, and it's held up once more. They need a goal here. They've worked pretty hard, and they're only 2 points. They're down by 16 points at the moment. Thrown up again. Taken out of the ruck by Fisher. Great piece of work. Clean hands by Fisher, who's doing the ruck work with Tom Hogan injured. Kicks his second, his 19th of the season, and that certainly is in contention for the Truman's Golf Range goal of the day. 4 straight, 24-2 behinds on the Thirsty Camel Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard.
Big Fisher, he's just dominating on the ruck at the moment, and also down forward, getting that tall option down forward. As I said before, you got your on-ballers there, like your Gents and Vermeers and the Guts there for Bonbeach. They're getting the ball out there, and Fisher's dominating so far. And
at the moment, they've got Bennett, Gilbert and Lockie Gilbert-Oof all on the bench. Thrown up again, taken by Gent, gets the hand pass out towards Verma. Had it run down though, knocked away by Rosebud, but Verma gets it on the second grab and then gets another smother. Good play coming the other way by Rosebud. They do want to sort of lock it up, but again, Armitage is there, getting a lot of it. He'll square it up nicely to Fisher, who's having a great match. Now to Armitage, who kicks across the face towards half-back, taken by Douglas. Douglas pushed in the side, squeezes a little kick along the ground, finds McDonald, feeds a long hand pass out, puts his teammate Bailey under the punt, runs into 2 opponents.
Armitage.
Turnover now. Good play by Rosebud. The hand pass comes out now from Fisher in the direction of Marshall. Marshall kicks beautifully inside 50. He was under the pump and he was offloaded, but he's still got plenty on the kick. And a very, very strong mark taken in the left forward pocket for Rosebud. Looks like it'll be Tom Baker. Yep. Thank you, Paul. And that's a candidate too for our Telstra Business Technology Centre, Melbourne South mark of the day. It was a big contested mark under the pump.
He was 1-on-1 then, so he had more chance of getting it before Bonbeach for taking 2 players or 3 players on him. But Tommy Baker lining up shot from goal.
Slide angle, 35 there. They've got to make the most of their opportunities. Unfortunately, right across the face into the outer forward pocket. Spills away and it's out of bounds.
4 straight to 2 behinds.
Yes.
12-minute mark the first quarter.
So it'll be thrown back into play. 22-point lead. Cleared away again by Douglas towards the half-back flank, but Rosebud have the wall set up on that outer side. Hurry kick comes out from Hardwick. His brother Blake plays at Hawthorn as runner-up the best and fairest. Then they try and get a kick inside 50 again. Rosebud very close to the boundary.
Free kick,
Bonbeach. So Carlos involved there, but Bonbeach will get a free kick at half-back. High ball by Verma. Comes to the wing off hands. No one can take the mark. Goes to ground. The umpire says, give it to me. It'll be thrown up in front of the scoreboard. 22-point lead. Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop. Stop into the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop for some cold beer and Cooper specials. And they've got their match on screen today too, as they bring it around that outer side of the ground once more. Bonbeach. No one can take the mark. Here's McDonald again. He steps through traffic, feeds a hand pass over the top. Chance for an open goal. 25 metres out, and they kick another one. Shane McDonald has got the footy on a string, and they're just running everywhere and getting on the end of that and finishing it off superbly is the young fellow in Carter.
Yep.
And kicks a great goal.
Just they're getting in there inside 50s, the opportunities there, Bonbeach, and they've just said
five times for 5 goals.
5 times, 5 goals. Rosebud probably had it there probably a bit more, probably 7 or 8 times, but they just cannot get the opening goal. They've got 2 points, but very handy lead at this stage, Dan.
28-point lead. Been a big day for Rosebud. They had their sponsors and members luncheon, and Don Scott and Tony Jewell were speaking, and Don Scott, magnificent the way he was talking about John Kennedy. Had 4 conversations with him throughout his long career, and Don Scott was coached by John Kennedy. John Kennedy coached Don Scott more than any other player, and said all the conversations went about 3 words. Here's Mitch Gent getting it out of the middle to Armitage. Threads a hand pass, but it's intercepted. Long kick inside 50 by Sean Downey. Has missed a lot of footy this year with injury. Off hands. Here's a chance now, Nanscow, and he reads it like a book. Loves the goal, knows where they are. He just came up like a sprinkle, then popped out of nowhere to row that at the front of the pack and steadies for a goal, and Rosebud finally gets some reward for effort at the Rosebud end of the ground. 128 to 5 straight 30. First goal for the Buds on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud.
He just rode the pack nicely there, Dan. You called it, and had plenty of time, steadied, got it through, which they definitely needed to get that goal in there because they were struggling a bit there, but still plenty more time to get a couple more goals here if they can get out of the centre. But Bonbeach at the moment, they're just killing out of the centre.
Yeah, they sure are. Joseph Fisher playing that role would normally play forward. They've got the 2 Hewletts down there now, so they can replace someone quickly. Sam Gilbert wins it. They're winning all the clearances. Handballs defensively to Waterston. Waterston kicks inside 50. Mark was dropped down there by Kennedy. Then Dennis Lane receives a hand pass from McDonald, and he dribbles it along the turf for another one. 6 inside 50s for 6 goals, and another candidate for goal of the day for Truman's golf range.
Notice that Gilbert was in the ruck there, got it out very handy indeed, and just kick it long. And then McDonald, the very elusive.
He is killing
Macca. He just knows where to get the ball and the hands on. And TDR, well, you know how classy he is. He just read it well off Macca and dribbled it in for another little goal.
He'd be right in contention for best on ground Macca already in the opening quarter for Jeff Wignall forward, with branches in Frankston, Mornington and Hastings. Been serving the community since 1979. Throwing up goes Cummings again. He misses it. And ball's in the middle of the ground. Number of players fighting for it. Kuipers, who also plays volleyball at a high level for Rosebud. I remember early in the season in the heat against Sorrento on Easter Saturday was BOG for Rosebud. Thrown up again. One down by Stephen Cummings. He wears 36. Matty's twin wears 27. Loose ball in the middle of the ground. Handball comes out now. They'll drive it long through Fletcher Huswaite. Kicks inside 50. Bouncing ball again. Who's going to get there? At the back. They managed to clear it through Jackson Casey. Didn't quite find the target. And then an excellent tackle laid at centre half forward by Bonbeach. And that was by Tyson Murray. At centre half back for the Bonbeach team.
Ooh.
Casey. Almost had it. Had an opponent come through and take it away from him. Wins it back, though. Gets the hand pass out to Bailey. Now the hand pass on the outside to Bennett. Bennett delivers in short to McDonald. Takes the mark comfortably. Post to Josh Fisher. Kicks close to the line. Shane McDonald. A bit too close to the line. The intended target was Owen Hewlett. And a rare error by one of the greatest players who's played on the peninsula, and Shane McDonald, 7-time best and fairest at the Bonbeach Footy Club. So, to be taken by Matt Baker. Kicks to half forward for Rosebud, but off hands. Cleared at the back by Verma. High kick to the wing. Baker goes up again and makes a nice ball. Playing in defence. Falls to Owen Hewlett, his opponent. Forces out a hand pass. Attacks it hard to young boy Osland. Then gets it to Owen Hewlett. Has the kick run down. Now a hand pass comes out from Sakalas of Rosebud. Batsanis might have been tackled when he didn't have it. Ball jarred free. Falls to Boss. Boss back to Marshall. Marshall shakes the tackle for Rosebud. Kicks high on the left, and that's the mark of the day. if ever I've seen one. The big seesawing mark had one opponent in front, one opponent behind.
Keegan Downey.
Great mark by Keegan Downey, and spinning on the outside, Marshall receives a hand pass. But the umpire says you've got to go back. We're not even at quarter time yet, Paul. Played 18 minutes in the first quarter. The margin's 28 points. And that will be, I reckon, our mark of the day for Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South. Keegan Downey, low and flat, inside 50. No one can take the mark. Socket away by the reliable defence of Bonbeach. A hand pass comes out. Unfortunately, not able to take it cleanly with Tid. Keeps it inside, attacking 50 though. Good pressure. They've certainly upped the ante a little bit, Rosebud. But again, the turnover not good. Mitch Gent didn't go 15 as he got the intercept. Got tackled. Marshall's there again for Rosebud. Might win it back at half forward. Feeds a hand pass on the outside. Little hand pass comes out again. Batsanis, high kick. Inside 50
mark,
and a
Cummings.
good strong mark taken by Cummings. Again, a good mark. Contested mark with a number of players milling around him. And he has it in the right forward pocket. And this is Matt Cummings.
Big Matt Cummings directly in front. Should put this one through. Get their second goal on the board.
Martin, 28 points on the Thirsty Camel Bottle Shop of Rosebud. He kicks the goal. They've got a couple. As the great Don Scott leaves, he's wearing what a brown beret, red top, yellow work gloves, and what would you call them? Brown corduroys.
He's different.
He's a very different man.
He's a different cat, the old Scotty.
He is.
Very different cat. What's happened to the goal? Was it a goal?
It was a goal.
Yeah. Players this side. Ball's coming back there, sorry.
Yeah.
So you got Gilbert in the ruck there now. For Fisher's coming in now. So Gilbert's going to go out. Oh, good scores coming at quarter time there. There's a couple upsets already. Early doors though. First quarter of football.
For Growth City against Australia. We'll get there soon.
Yep.
Thrown up the middle, Cummings goes up, Fisher holds his ground. Quick kick comes out from Bailey though as they're winning all the clearances. Coming the other way, Marshall, he's been good so far for Rosebud. Coming back from Carlton in the VFL. Kicks down the wing, but an excellent mark. Going with the flight, that's got to be 50 metres against Boss. I'm not sure whether it was worth 50 because I reckon his momentum went with him, but that's a very, very strong mark taken. And this is Waterston, who's as hard as a cat's head. And he has the ball on the wing. With the big tattoo on the right leg. Kicks high inside 50. Almost a mark. Good excellent mark. Last line of defence taken by Kennedy, who missed a lot of footy with a hamstring, but a very key member of this side in defence. Slides it out wide to Sakalis. Gets the hand pass to McRae. Kicks Rosebud down the outer side of the ground. Cummings is there. This is Matt Cummings. Opposed to Fisher, who lays a tackle. The turnover's on now. They win it back with a little hand pass inside. This is taken by Gil Renouf. Gil Renouf kicks inside 50, but Batsanis camped at centre half back. Will cut it off for Rosebud, who trail by 22 points. He spears it wide to Kennedy on the broadcast side of the ground. 6 straight 36 to 2-2-14. Kennedy goes back to the outer back pocket and picks out McRae. McRae cutes it down the line again and had two players he could have picked out, but the kick didn't have enough depth on it. And Gil Renouf is able to chip in, looking for a teammate to mark. No one can, but Bailey runs onto it. Gets the hand pass out. Hogan, half-distance pass. Hurry kick inside 50. Mark almost taken. Not quite on that occasion for Bonbeach. Loose ball. Osland did well to get a little kick in. Made a good contest. Rosebud clear it again. Around the outer side of the ground. They trail by 22 points. Steve Cummings is there. Fisher's with him. And Verma's lending Fisher support for the Sharks. 2-on-1 to see it out of bounds just near the scoreboard. 6 straight 36 to 2-2-14. 22 played in the opening quarter on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud. And major sponsors today, the Rosebud Country Club. Cummings wins it in the ruck contest. And a free kick off the play will go to Steve Cummings. His kick is no good. He was looking for Hardwick. It chips close to the boundary, but he does well to keep it in. Or did he keep it in?
No.
Don't think so. It was a turnover anyway. Bonbeach is way inside defensive 50.
Not a bad crowd here, Dan, for a Saturday afternoon in the chill, and they're building up there. It's got quite a good crowd.
Boundary throwing on the wing, second against fifth. Fisher taps it down. Handball over the top. Loose men everywhere. And it's taken at half back by Bennett. Kicks down the line. Coates was involved as well in that exchange, but a turnover for Rosebud. McRae in short to Marshall. Marshall couldn't take the mark off hands. Armitage taken in a tackle, tries to squeeze it out to Verma, who lays the tackle. Marshall on hands and knees does well again. Good play. Hardwick on the outside receives, kicks inside 50. Pack
Chance
crashed.
here.
Chance now at the back. If it can be picked up by Nance Cowan, who loves a goal. He knows where the ball's going to fall well inside the 25-metre goal zone. He runs into the open goal for his second, and they've kicked 3 of the last 4. Rosebud finally getting some reward for effort with all their inside 50 entries to the City end or Rosebud end. 3-2-20 to 6 straight 36 on the Thirsty Camel bottle shop of Rosebud.
Just the elusive player he is in that forward line. So they got them down there at Rosebud and McDonald and smaller players up here for Bonbeach. But off the top of the pack there, open goal. And thanks very much, he said. 3-2, play 6-6. I play 6 straight.
20 goals for the season for Jane Nance Cowan. Cummings wins it down. Here's Bailey, gets crashed into by Marshall, who's been good. Front head centre square for Rosebud. Holds it up. Bailey's second attempt. Very good, though, for the Sharks. Going in hard. Hardwick's a hard nut there for Rosebud as well. Stephen Cummings, open-handed slap. Intercepted by Bailey. Bailey, stand-start kick, inside 50. Fisted away, might have been the wrong way by Sakalis. Gilrenoof leading in the race, goes to ground, lost his footing. Handball comes out now, good play, Tid. Taken by McRae, chips around the body, but it'll come straight back to Coates. Coates kicks the Sharks inside 50, close to the boundary, but Kennedy's in there working hard. Got shoved into that football, then tried to feed a hand pass out the tip, but the umpire's deemed holding the ball. Might have been a bit unlucky then, I thought. McRae involved as well. And a free kick will go the way of Bailey.
Waiting for the leads.
Yes, he does. He kicks inside 50 now. Through the fingers of Rosebud. No one can take the mark. That was Maynard, and in the end it had to be shoved through for a behind by McRae. He had a couple of opponents on his back. And the first behind is on the board for Bonbeach to the Social Club Room's end. 6-1-37 to 3-2-20. Kick back into play. In short. Taken by Tid. Kicks long to the wing. No mark taken. Loose ball.
Scrappy.
It is very scrappy at half forward for Bonbeach. High scoring game. 9 goals kicked in the opening quarter. We're nearly 26 minutes into the opening term. GameFace's match of the day. Casey's there. We'll get a shepherd from Coates and picks the footy up for the Sharks. Kicks back inside 50. Tid's at the back. Can't take the mark. Gets support in Matt Baker. Throws it on the boot. But a comfortable mark taken by Verma. Verma does well. Kicks back inside 50. No mark taken. Ball's at the drop. Well done. Kennedy clears it. Handballs to Marshall. Bouncing ball towards the wing. 1-on-1 inside 50 now for Rosebud. Overrunning it is Douglas. Also overrunning it at the back is Murray. Then gets the hand pass back to Bailey. They didn't panic. Good hand pass on the outside to Douglas. Chips in short now, and Corrigan, another reliable defender, can slow it down. Corrigan will inboard his kick. To centre half back. Taken now by Casey. Casey will switch to the outer side of the ground as Rosebud zone back. Now they've got a chance to set something up. This is Gent. Has a bounce. Looks up. His kick's not particularly great, but gets it on the half volley now to Gilbert. Gilbert turns an opponent inside out and darts a little pass inside 50. That's the class of Sam Gilbert. Playing on quickly. A high kick long to full forward by Bonbeach. And through for a behind.
It's Fisher, I think.
6-2-38 to 3-2-20. It was Fishy, you're right, Paul. An 18-point lead on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard. 27 minutes played in the opening quarter. Kennedy to inbound again. Gilbert, third and the best and fairest for the Saints in 2010. Played every game and they made the grand final. High kick. No mark taken. At the drop, the handball comes out from Reed Nanscow. I haven't seen much of him so far. Wins the footy back, and then he just floats a kick to the wing. Attacking it hard, bringing it to ground. A good play by Gibson. And then Batsanis. Back to Gibson. Gibson forward of the play. Delivers to half forward. Kick didn't find the target. Should have been a better kick, and now they've got numbers at the back, and they clear through Douglas. Mr. Reliable. Played his 150th game a couple of weeks ago. Should have made more of that forward 50, Rosebud. And eventually, Mitch Gent has the footy inside defensive 50. Switches again to Corrigan. Corrigan can get it out now. He kicks to Armitage, who's found some space on his own. Runner-up in the best and
Beautiful
fairest
left
for the
foot.
Saints in 2016. What a scything kick that was in the middle of the ground to Casey. But Casey looked for McDonald, but he wasn't there. So it's turned over by Maynard of Rosebud. Handballs there to his teammate Reed Scowen, who's wrapped up in a tackle just outside the centre square. By Armitage, it'll be thrown up.
I think the Conor McGregor lookalike there, Casey, was looking for Macca to run him past the workmates, but Macca decided to say back then.
They've got that telepathic reading, I think. Tap down to Reed Scowen. Hurries a kick to half forward. Batsanis lunges forward to marks. Front edge centre square. Got to get on with it. Close to quarter time. Batsanis kicks it in the pocket. Too late. Wasn't a bad kick. But good quarter of footy. They were very efficient, especially early. Extremely efficient, Bonbeach. 5 goals from 5 forward entries. Rosebud had a lot of forward entries early days and only scored 2 behinds, but fought back late in the quarter on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop. Scoreboard 6-2-38 to 3-2-20. Our major sponsor today is the Rosebud Country Club. Come and discover what makes Rosebud Country Club unique and highly regarded. We look forward to giving you a warm welcome. The goal kickers, Fisher's kick 2, one of them a candidate for Truman's Golf Range. Get on down to Truman's for the Peninsula's best pizza, beer and also golf experience. And also kicking 2 is Trent Dennis Lane. Owen Hewlett's got 1 and Jason Carter has kicked 1. Nance Cowan has kicked 2 of the 3 goals so far for Rosebud, along with Matt Cummings. As we go around the grounds for Growth Syndicates Australia, Paul.
Thanks, Dan, there. So Division 1, Red Hill, playing up at the up there somewhere where no one can see it.
Yes.
Red Hill, 2 behind. Franks and Bombers, 2-3-15. Pines and Dramana down at Eric Bell Reserve. Pines, 4-1-25, trailing Dramana, 5-3-33. Franks and YCW at home, 2-3-15. Trailing EDS 4-1-25.
Got a few injuries, the
Stone
Cats
Cats
at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mount Elias was Sereno, nothing there at the moment. Bonbeach 6-2-38 to Rosebud 3-2-20.
It's important all the clubs get their scores up too, Paul,
Yeah,
so we can
get it out to
let
all
everyone know what's going on in this great competition.
And this is round 12 in Division 2, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Round 13. Here we go.
Paul,
Thanks Tommy.
Tommy's got it.
Okay, round 14, Devon Meadows, PSL, no score there. Second quarter, Coringal, 1-2-8 to Mornington, 2 behinds, down at Coringal there. Lang Warren, 9-2-56, the match of the day in Division 2 to Seaford, 4 behinds.
No match of the day at the moment.
Not today, down at Miles Reserve, the great ground at Seaford there. Somerville, 7-7-49, bouncing back from last week's defeat to Hastings, 2 behinds. And Rye, 6-5-41 to Tyab 1-4-10.
Need a big percentage booster, Rye.
They do. They're looking pretty good there. Chelsea, 3-1-19 to Crib Point. Have not scored there. So we're waiting on scores from Devon Meadows, Pearsdale and Mount Eliza and Sorrento, I think it was. So a couple of games there, but interesting. But,
good game of footy here, 6-2-38 to 3-2-20. And around the grounds, Growth Syndicates Australia, which will help you retire in style, significantly enhance superannuation for an ideal retirement lifestyle. Caught up with Tim for a sponsor video, Paul, on Thursday at one of their properties that they've got a lot of investors involved in Brighton. Looks absolutely fantastic. They've also
Brighton, was it Brighton?
Brighton. They've also got properties in Camberwell
and Brighton.
And also Mont Albert. So make sure you get in touch with Tim and the crew at Growth Syndicates Australia. We'll take a break and be back with the second quarter shortly. Thanks to Rosebud Country Club, 6-2-38 Bonbeach. Rosebud 3-2-20, a 3-goal lead for the second placed Sharks. Get your game face on. Welcome back to Olympic Park. High-scoring first quarter here at Rosebud in the very cold conditions. I drove down from Ballarat this morning. It was -1. I got the other side of Bacchus Marsh. The sun was out. I thought, yeah, it'll be beautiful. And then we get to the other side of Melbourne, and it was very, very cold. And there was some issues, obviously, with the fog. And we know that Red Hill have had issues. And the under-19 game started late. The reserves, they didn't play. 2 teams in the top 5, so 2 points each for Bombers and Red Hill. We had a good reserves game here. Rosebud led all day. They needed a win to keep their finals chances alive with a very strong percentage. And then Bonbeach on top kicked 2 goals quickly to hit the front. And then Rosebud had the last kick of the day to win virtually. So it was a good game. And in the seniors, 6-2-38 to 3-2-20 on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop scoreboard. 5 goals from 5 forward 50 entries. The first 5 that they had, they were very efficient early days. Bonbeach, Fisher playing in the ruck has kicked 2 and a big candidate to be best on ground for Jeff Wignall Ford. And Trent Dennis-Lane's also kicked 2. John Nance-Cowan's kicked 2 for Rosebud, who fought back later in the quarter. And our coverage today brought to you by the Rosebud Country Club. Thrown up in the middle of the ground again. Cummings might have got up a little. No, he gets the free kick. Stephen Cummings against Fisher. Gets the hand pass out to Huswaite. Kicks his team inside 50 towards half forward. Numbers at the back though. Cleared by Murray, wearing the long sleeves. Kicks the Sharks out towards the wing on the outer side. No mark taken out there to young Hogan. He falls on the ground trying to get hold of the footy. Under immense pressure, held up. The umpire says holding the ball. Not sure then. Not sure. Don't like that decision much.
Nah, me either, mate.
But it'll go to Tid. Handballs at close quarters. The kick gets smothered for Rosebud. Slips to McDonald. Wrong man to have it. As far as Rosebud are concerned, kicks Bonbeach inside 50. Bouncing ball, Dennis Lane. Gets the hand pass out to Armitage. Just bounces off tackles. And on the left, spots up
just
a player on his own Bailey. That's why he's played 169 league games, David Armitage. Runner-up in the best and fairest at the Saints. And in his best, he was also top 5 in a number of possessions in 2016 as the Saints started the season slowly that year, Paul, but won 8 of their last 11. And
you could just tell by his composure there, Dan, that
absolutely.
he played. You know, he's played great senior football. But Bailey lining up.
Bo Bailey, slight angle, 40 out. It's coming back. It's coming back for a goal. Heading left, and it came back right. And they've now kicked 7 goals. They've been accurate, and that's virtually from as many scoring shots. They've been inside 50 that they've scored. 9 scoring shots, 9 inside 50s, 7-2-44 to 3-2-20. Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop scoreboard of Rosebud.
But Trent Dennis-Lane there too. He attacked the ball there. He got the handball out to Armitage there and just balanced around, looked around, saw his options, composure, as I said, and straight to Bailey and put it through.
Fisher playing well. Cummings, though, wins it out of the centre. Gets the hand pass on the outside. Driving their team long inside 50 is Maynard. Bouncing ball, but at the back. Mopped up by Douglas, who's Mr. Reliable. Kicks the Sharks to the outer side. Late spoil made out there by Kuipers. We haven't seen much of him so far, but so good earlier in the season. Opposed to Verma, loose ball, going on the ground, not able to pick it up, the Sharks on this occasion. Then Verma lays a very good tackle after Bennett went to ground. And then McDonald wins the free kick, spears it out wide again. Fisher, he's a good player, isn't he? Kicks towards half forward, but turns it over on this occasion. Picked up by Cummings of Rosebud, feeds the hand pass out. Hurry kick comes inside 50, and they take a mark at left half forward. Looking to drive long. This is Downey. Downey looks to take on an opponent, then he slips over, but got one high. Might have been a bit lucky against Murray.
Yeah, I think the ground slipped, and it's one of those little ones, mate.
This is Sean Downey. Had a lot of injuries this year. After being dominant in 2019, he was going to try with Collingwood last year in the VFL, but COVID hit. And now he centres the ball to centre half forward, getting up to mark. Shoved underneath. It should have nearly been a free kick, I thought, on that occasion to Rosebud. But Corrigan's there at the back. Gets the hand pass out towards Gilbert. Gilbert kicks into space. Bouncing ball now. Good hand pass comes out from Corrigan. Got it to the young fellow Osland. Back to Corrigan.
Good running.
Corrigan gets it to Osland. The young fellow, the first game of the Redhead. Kicks to Dennis Lane. Wow! Takes the mark. Opposed to Kennedy. Good mark. Big candidate for our Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South mark of the day. You could tell he had his
measure there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
But Osland there was just beautiful play off the back line here, running down and took the one handball, the 1-2 there, and got his pace, and beautiful pass there to TDL and lining up for his third.
And the name written all over that as well. Slightly left to centre half forward. Trent Dennis Lane for his third and 27th of the season. We're right behind this. He doesn't miss too many. It's left the whole way. Comes back slightly, but not enough. And a behind. 7-3-45 to 3-2-20. Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard. And main coverage today for the Rosebud Country Club. Into the back pocket now. Comes from Kennedy. To Downey. Kicks up the line. Can't hit a target. Now to bounds once more.
If you hear these little beep beeps in the background, boys, we're right next to the timekeepers there, and they're doing a magnificent job. Hogo is he?
The great Peter Hogan. Mark as well from Rosebud.
And Mark's there to on the scoreboard. They're doing a great job.
Taken by Joseph Fisher out of the ruck. Throws it on the boot. Inside 50. Bouncing ball. At the back. Taken by young Josh Fisher of Rosebud. There's a few Fishers out there, and they eventually clear to the outer side of the ground. Fletcher Huswaite on the left will kick down the line again, looking for Cummings. Cummings can't take the mark. Comfortable mark taken by Bonbeach. On the wing, on the outer side. This is Fisher again. He's been terrific, Joseph Fisher. Kicks to half forward. Getting up, Armitage. Couldn't take the mark. Ball goes to ground. Picked up by Trent Dennis Lane.
Beautiful
Lovely pass under the pump on the left, off the edge of the boot. And off the corner of his eye, saw Owen Hewlett into space, and he hit him beautifully.
He just takes time there.
In short again, and Shane McDonald's on his own, and that is loose marking by Rosebud. They'd virtually given up the ghost, thought Hewlett would go back and have a shot, and they'd switched off, allowing McDonald to just drift into space, and he's the wrong man to drift into space as far as the opposition's concerned.
Interchange takes place. 49 come off, 49 go on, as normal. Hate to be doing the paperwork down there, Hogo, with the ins and outs.
Coming back on. Owen Hewlett comes off. And Shane McDonald, remember a couple of years ago, kicked 6 in the interleague match at this ground. It kicks, he missed to the right-hand side. It looked straight for a long while. 7-4-46 to 3-2-20. Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard.
Just noticed big Tommy Baker's come off the ground, and both Cummings are on, and they've got Rick Keegan down here full forward now. So Baker's not working the forward line for Rosebud at the moment.
Jari Kennedy high to the outer side, and once again, they've got numbers down there. Bonbeach, they take the mark to kick back inside 50. Fisted away from Carter, who's kicked a goal. Roving now, getting hold of the footy is Jane Nance Cowan, but his kick is no good. He kicks across the face.
Look at the numbers
and
here.
They've got numbers everywhere, as cutting it off was Corrigan, and he finds Liam Hewlett, who spent a couple of years on Melbourne's list, picked up in the 2015 National Draft, which claimed Clayton Oliver at number 4. It goes all right, Paul.
Long way out. Can he get the distance though?
Left half forward. Right behind this kick. This to increase the lead to 32 points. Off the side of the boot. Deep into the attacking zone. Doesn't matter. Great mark to Bonbeach. In contention for the Telstra Business Technology of Melbourne South mark of the day. And that is a huge pack mark. David Armitage has taken the mark.
Yeah, he has to, yep. Big solid build he is. Solid. And he took a solid mark there.
Player there, but he's as solid as anyone out there. That was an excellent mark under the pump. Just arched the back, kept his eye on the footy and clutched it superbly. Slight angle, 30 metres out to increase the lead, and he drills it home for another. 8-4-52 to 3-2-20 on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop scoreboard. And we'll go around the ground shortly for growth. Syndicates Australia. We've got to check our Truman's Golf Range goal of the day. Trent Dennis Lane, Joseph Fisher in contention for a couple of those already, as the Sharks dominate this game, leading by 32 points. And Joseph Fisher having a rest, a well-earned rest, a big candidate for our best on ground for Jeff Wignall forward, serving the community of the Mornington Peninsula since 1979. Thrown up in the middle of the ground again, Matt Cummings. Beats Sam Gilbert doing the ruck work. Rove, though, by Verma. They're winning all the clearances. Bonbeach back inside 50. No mark taken, but at the Rove, Armitage is there again. Delays getting rid of the footy with opponents around him. Eventually, it was smothered by Hardwick. Now they've got a chance on the wing if they can pick it up. Jane Nance-Cowan in the blue boots is there. Cummings lays a tackle. And then Armitage also is there to dish out a tackle for Bonbeach on an opponent in Hardwick. His brother was runner-up in the best and fairest at Hawthorn a couple of years ago.
DJ
Blake.
Verma's been playing well too.
Yes. Thrown down again. Armitage foots it out to Bailey. Back to Armitage again. He's confronted by Batsanis. Feeds a hand pass over the top. They do well. They have numbers everywhere. Gent manages to get out of a Batsanis tackle. Handballs on the outside now to Bennett. In front of our commentary position. What a kick that is. Hits the chest of his teammate in Liam Hewlett.
Look at this.
Loose men everywhere, marking it centre half forward. This is Gent. Feeds a long hand pass out. Corrigan's a long way from home and he darts it on his teammate's chest. And this will be a shot at goal.
Bailey.
For Osland, the young fellow.
Yes,
taking the mark.
Just good play then, Dan. They had plenty of time. They brought it back. They did the 45 angles. Had plenty of the players in the centre of the ground there, and just beautiful foot pass in there.
Right, a centre half forward. I like this young boy. He's looked very accomplished in this team. This to make the margin 38 points. He doesn't get it as well as he would have liked. He kicked it a bit high, not long enough.
Didn't follow through.
53 to 3-2-20. Back into play goes Jari Kennedy to half back on the outer side. High ball comes from Maynard, kicks it down the line towards the wing. No mark taken. Good tackle laid by Tom Baker on an opponent, Waterston of Bonbeach, and it'll be thrown up again. So 32-point lead, 10 minutes gone in the second quarter on the Frankston Jeep time clock. Advantage called. What's going to be a free kick to Liam Hewlett doing the ruck work. Kick inside 50, no mark taken. Numbers at the back. Kennedy is there and he threads a long hand pass out in hope. No one can really get a clean possession. Eventually, it will be a free kick and it's going the other way against Batsanis, who went in to get the footy and has tripped an opponent and has come off second best. It's Corrigan. Corrigan dabs to half forward and the mark taken by Gilrenoof. Gilrenoof in short again and Bailey's all on his own. They're just loose inside 50, takes on an opponent, steadies and then stumbles, gets the hand pass out. What he should have done was go back and have a shot. Deep in the pocket, high kick towards full forward, across the face and through for a behind. Just losing their feet, a couple of players down there, and Carter was involved as well. And
been a bit greedy.
Yes, he and Bailey probably should have been a bit more composed. Kennedy's back into play. And it's turned over. And it's taken now on this occasion by Ted. Kicks it down the line again. Baker, Matt Baker, kicks down the line for Rosebud towards the wing after he took the mark, and then a number of players get involved in the contest and put it over the boundary. Getting players behind the play, Bonbeach. They're well disciplined, they're well organised.
Seem to have players spare too, Dan. I don't know why they have spare players. Just you can't believe that.
Boundary throwing, knocked to the front. Picked up by Carter, he roving it. Kicks inside 50 from the Liam Hewlett tap, and Sam Gilbert takes the mark. He delivers in short again to Armitage. The two former Saints know each other well. He backtracks inside attacking 50. Having a lot of it, David Armitage. Lovely kick by Gilbert. Played 208 league games in a fine career. Mind you, Armitage had a good career, although beset by injuries in the latter part of it. Paul, 169, he contributed to the Saints.
So you got Armitage. That might be a bit too far out, I think, for the
left footer.
Veterans' legs.
33-point lead. 12 minutes in the second quarter. On the left, and in his endeavours to get the distance, accuracy is sacrificed to behind 8-6, 54 to 3-2-20. Back into play, Kennedy. Picks out a teammate who takes the mark, McRae. Hits the ground running. His opponent overcommitted. Kicks to the wing. Attacking it hard is Downey. Well played, Keegan Downey, but good defence again.
Conor
Jackson
McGregor.
Casey getting in the way. There he is. Have a look at him.
The Conor McGregor of Bonbeach. He's the Conor McGregor of Bonbeach, mate. He loves it.
Matt Douglas goes back and pats him on the back. Hogan as well. Boundary throwing. Knocked down by Liam Hewlett doing the ruck work. And Armitage is there as well.
I'll tell you how much comp he's got there, Dan. Before we got out today, we spoke to him. He said, there's members of fold. He said, put down my name for 3 votes. I've got it already. I said, all right, Conor McGregor. No worries. He's confident as him, he is. Yeah,
he's a terrific player. Tap to the back. He still believes he should have been BOG, even though they lost their granny in 2013.
He'll bring
as a kid in the back pocket.
He'll bring
played really well.
He brings all the pass games up. He loves it.
Liam Hewlett has a player running for him at half-back. This is Bennett. Bennett looking to hand pass. Is held up, though. This is good play by Sean Downey. Forces him to go sideways, but they've got numbers everywhere. And a comfortable mark taken at half-back by Douglas. He delivers down the ground into the sandy area. And again, Hogan goes wide, laterally to Armitage, front of our commentary position. Dishes into the wing position now.
Look at these. Look at this.
And they're just running everywhere. McDonald gets involved. Hogan gets involved. Liam Hewlett involved, all with half-distance passes. McDonald now with the footy, attacking side of the wing. Bangs it long inside 50, looking for someone to mark. Not able to take the mark was Owen Hewlett. At the back, it's mopped up by McRae. McRae gets it on the half volley towards Huthwaite. Then gets the hand pass down in the direction of Maynard. He kicks close to the boundary. Now they've got players able to set up, and Batsanis takes the mark at half-back from the 45. Batsanis has to go backwards because they've got nothing on offer up the ground. Bonbeach have got players covering the middle of the ground, so they switch to Kennedy. And now Stoffels playing his 100th game, and he kicks very close to the boundary, and a lovely piece of work as the ball was about to hit the ground by Liam Hewlett, who two-hands it over the boundary.
Haven't scored this quarter, Rosebud.
No.
And don't look like scoring at the moment.
8-6-54. It's 2 goals, 4-0 in 15 minutes of footy. Tapped down by Cummings. Rode by Nance Cowan. Handball misses the target. Dennis Lane is there, but whipping through Stoffels. Drives Rosebud to half forward. Great mark, Casey, coming the other way. What a great mark that is. One of the best contested marks we've seen today. He switches on the outer side. They've got players ready to queue up now. Nice kick down the middle of the ground by Hogan, and by Chappell, I should say. And they kick inside 50, but again, Rosebud turn it over. The kick had come from Bennett. Quick clearing kick towards the wing, but Marshall got up high. Had a good start to the game for Rosebud, not having much influence in this quarter so far in the long sleeves for the Buds. And it's out of bounds in front of our commentary position. Broadcasting from the timekeeper's box today. So Rosebud scoreless. Bonbeach 2 goals, 4, 15 minutes gone on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard.
You got Corrigan, Coates, and
Armitage on the bench.
Just watching this at the moment there. So it's not a bad threesome sitting down there on the wait to come
Socket off the ground by Fisher, but Batsanis in the road, offloaded. Free kick down the ground, I think.
Yeah.
Might go to Reed Nanscowan, who we had on the footy show on Wednesday night with his twin brother Jay. He's 2 minutes older. Get out of their mum, Lisa. So free kick on the wing, and it'll be taken by Marshall, who's been with Carlton in the VFL on the left, kicks inside 50,
Downing.
Getting up a mile down. He tried to take mark of the year, not just mark of the day for the Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South. At ground level, it's cleared out of defence again. Good play by Murray. He got the tap from Bennett, tap down to the middle, and sharking beautifully is a gent, but then he runs into trouble. Good tackle laid by Downey, but they've got numbers everywhere. Gilbert, he overruns it on this occasion. Rare error. Huthwaite does well to pounce for Rosebud. Feeds a hand pass out. Quick kick inside 50. That's better play, and a good mark taken by Tom Baker.
He did the right thing there.
The kick came from Sakalis, just threw it on the boot quickly, but kicked it to the hot spot.
But Douglas did the right thing to hold him up there, because if he had got out of that, he would have kicked it on quickly down towards Rosebud's goal. There happened players there. So Baker's lining up, trying to get their first score in the second quarter here at the, 17-minute mark of the second quarter.
Slightly right as centre half forward. 34 points the lead. Yet to score, as Paul said, in this quarter. Tom Baker kicks through the footy. Kicks through the footy beautifully. And gee, to say they needed that is the understatement of the century. Rosebud 4-2-26, trailing Bonbeach 8-6-54 on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud. Now, major sponsors today, the Rosebud Country Club. Come and discover, as I say, down there on Thursday, what makes Rosebud Country Club unique and highly regarded. We look forward to giving you a warm welcome.
So they needed that goal, Dan. As you said, it's just trailing 8-6-54. That's Bonbeach to Rosebud 4-2-26. We've got, about a minute and a bit to go, 5 minutes to go, I think, on this, second quarter.
2 goals to 1. Cummings neutralised by Fisher in the ruck, and the umpire believes that Fisher was neutralised because he was held on to by Steve Cummings. He'll kick his team towards half forward. It's a beautiful kick. And out on the lead is Owen Hewlett, playing his third game this year. He's right in front of the Rosebud coach's box. He'll deliver long, inside 50. Trent Dennis Lane will be the target. In the end, he gets out on a lead. He just hits him on the chest beautifully.
Just watched him then. He's in the square, just waiting for him to kick that goal, that football towards him. Pushed his plane away and just used his body well.
Of Burmese descent runs around and just misses to the left-hand side.
TDL.
Opened up the angle, another behind. So kick 2-5 this quarter, the Sharks. 8-7-55, 29-point lead over Rosebud, 4-2-26.
I just can't see Rosebud get back into this game at the moment. Damn it! They're just Bonbeach is too quick, and their on ballers are very, very good, and forwards are
They're almost at full strength, Bonbeach and Rosebud, with a few players out. Seb Crummage, one of them. Very important. Member of that premiership side in 2015. Kick back into play, and Marshall takes the mark. He plays on quickly on the left. Kicks down the line for Rosebud. High ball bounces to the back of the pack. Coates is there to clean up now. Coates will kick across the face, but he'll kick it straight to an opponent, and a comfortable mark taken at half forward for Rosebud. They've got a chance of going on with it, but unfortunately the Bonbeach player stepped over the mark. And there will be a shot at goal here.
Easy shot at goal.
The idea was there, but the worst mistake so far today for Bonbeach. And this is going to be young Josh Fisher.
Yep.
Point blank range, and the orange boots, he kicks the goal, 2 in a row, 50-metre penalty and a bad kick across the goal face. So a turnover from Bonbeach results in Rosebud's second goal of the quarter. And they get themselves back into the game because Bonbeach not making the most of their opportunities. Just before half-time, 8-7-55 to 5-2-32 on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud. A 23-point lead at the 21-minute mark of the second quarter. A good goal there to young Josh Fisher.
It was just a bad turnover there by Blaine Coates there that got that goal to Fisher there.
Back in the middle of the ground, McDonald, yet another clearance there, dominating the clearances. He kicks low. Look at that for a pass.
It's a bullet.
It was magnificent. And he finds his teammate taking the mark, Bailey at right half forward. He's kicked a goal so far. Bo Bailey will kick it low and flat again into the pocket to Fisher. Getting a late spore. McRae, a solid defender for Rosebud. Puts it out of bounds 10 metres around from the goal squirt. The Rosebud into the ground. 55 plays 32, 21 minutes played, 23-point lead to Bonbeach, 2 goals apiece this quarter. But Bonbeach have kicked 2 goals 5. Steve Cummings to do the ruck work. Opposed to Gilbert. Ball goes to ground. No one can get a clean possession. Good, tough, contested battle on that occasion. The umpire says, give it to me, boys. I'll throw it up. Sean Downey trying to keep Gilbert out of the contest. Loose ball again. Picked up now on this occasion. Armitage. He has a snap. He gets pushed in the side. It doesn't matter too much. In fact, it was the left foot of Waterston, the other left footer, and he misses to the left-hand side. 8-8-56, brother, to 5-2-32.
8-8-56,
I do love
brother.
it. On the, you heard about that during the week. Rexy losing his job at 3AW, back into play. Was told by the director of sport to go to an ad break when he was interviewing Dipper, and he went on and gave him a tirade and said, what about the pillars of 3AW, myself, Norman Banks and Harry Bolton, a bloke who used to kiss a fish when he had hair. And then was told, it's all over for you, Rex. Thrown up at half forward on the outer side. 65 from goal. Cummings wins it down, trying to burst his way through as Bennett, taking in a tackle. Coming the other way, Hardwick had the kick run down for Rosebud. Gent threads a hand pass on the outside, close to the boundary line. McDonald's there again, lost it, regained it. But unfortunately for McDonald, as he was weaving his magic and all those tricks he's got, it goes out of bounds. 60 from goal. 32 to 56, 4-goal lead to Bonbeach, close to half-time. Thirsty Camel Corner Shop, Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard. Boundary throw in, there'll be a secondary bounce. Player is tackled the ground.
Bonbeach should
trying to get hold of the footy.
I reckon they should be done 2 or 3 more goals up at this stage. They just missed a few shots mucking around the ball there.
Gent on Hardwick, won by Stephen Cummings, gets the hand pass out. Picked up by Hardwick off the side of the boot for Rosebud on the wing on the outer side. McDonald's there again. Shakes the tackle. Does a U-turn to get away from an opponent. Feeds on the outside again to Verma. Verma kicks inside 50. Good play to knock it down McRae. at the drop. Kennedy feeds a hand pass quickly to Batsanis for Rosebud at half back. Delivers towards the wing. Baker shoved out of it a little bit too easily by Douglas. Douglas slips a hand pass over the top to Murray. Murray for Bonbeach, kicks close to the boundary, and a good mark taken by Coates. Gets a hand pass over the top now, slips one into Corrigan. Corrigan does well to go for a beautiful 45-metre daisy-cutting pass.
Fisher.
As good a pass as you're likely to see, as Joseph Fisher says, thank you very much, and was skidding on his knees inside 50 at left, half forward to the Rosebud end.
Beautiful pass there, if I don't mind. And just he saw the players leading and they had plenty of space. And as you said, Dan, Fisher just led up in front, slid along there and hit him on the chest. Beautiful pass. Going for goal number 3 from 45 metres out on slight angle. Watching this one through.
He's having a great game. Must be a candidate for Jeff Wignall BOG. It's a wobbly looking Stephen Kernahan type kick, but it has the carry for a goal. The finger-breaking mongrel punt that Rex Hunt used to make famous. And when he added country punt in it as well and was going at 100 miles an hour, you're always a bit worried, weren't you, Paul?
Yes, just not then, Dan.
No, not then. 9-8-62 to 5-2-32.
Holy moly, here we go again.
Margin out to 5 goals, don't worry. I've been in the game long enough. 30-point lead at the 25-minute mark of the second quarter on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard.
Only about a minute to go in this quarter. Can Rosebud snag one?
They need to. Won by Cummings. Beats Gilbert. Out of the middle goes Verma. Throws it on the boot. Hurries a kick to half forward. Clean bowls everyone. McDonald's waiting for it on the outside.
Look at this.
But good play by Bailey. He picks out an opponent who was running right on the right-hand side. He did not panic, and Mitch Chandler's having a huge influence. He's played a lot of footy in the VFL. He takes the mark at centre half forward. 32 plays 62. Almost at half-time. Adrian Connolly, the coach of Bonbeach, will be happy with this as they search for their 4th goal of the quarter. They've kicked 3-6 to 2 straight. Right on top here. This very strong side. Gent from 45 metres out. On half-time. Kicks and goals. They're happy with that, the Sharks. 2 in a couple of minutes will make it tough for Rosebud, even though we're only at half-time. 10-8-68 to 5-2-32. A lead of 36 points. As another one goes on the board. Fisher, of course, has got 3 for Bonbeach, and Mitch Gent joins the contributors on the scoreboard.
Tell you what, they're just the on-ballers. I'm just very impressed. You know, you got your Gents, you got McDonald's, Coates, Verma, Fisher down forward there too, and then you put Gilbert in the ruck now. You know, Gil Renouf, very, very strong, tough football team.
Thrown up again, tapped down by Steve Cummings. Has to do his own roving, gets the hand pass out. Hurry kick towards half forward by Rosebud. Jackson Casey's there again. How good's he been?
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, as the kick was a little bit sideways from Sean Downey, who's working pretty hard, but probably not getting enough support. Their midfield doesn't run as deep as Bonbeach. So Bonbeach with a big lead at half-time. 10-8-68 to 5-2-32. Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop. Stop into the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop in Rosebud for some cold beer and Cooper specials. And also they've got the game on the big screen today here at Rosebud at a very cold Olympic Park. Our coverage today brought to you by Rosebud Country Club. Come and discover what makes Rosebud Country Club unique and highly regarded. We look forward to giving you a warm welcome as we go around the grounds, and we're going around the grounds for Growth Syndicates Australia. Paul?
Thanks very much, Dan, for Growth Syndicates Australia there. So Red Hill, 3 behinds there. Frankston Bombers 5-6-36. Pines at half-time 7-3-45. Trailing Dramana 8-6-54. Frankston YCW and EDS at half-time. Frankston YCW 4-6-30 to EDS 7-4-46. So
EDS more than capable. I said in my preview this week, they've got the forward line that ever works. It could cause even a great defence like YCW. You've got some injuries now, some issues. But the issue for EDS is playing 4 quarters.
They'll play 3 quarters and they'll drop one off, and all of a sudden they'll lose.
See what
by
happens
4
in the second
half. Sereno finally got a score there. Sereno 3-2-20 to Mount Eliza, 3 behind. So Mount Eliza need to kick up the
backside.
Yep. Bonbeach here 10-8-68 to Rosebud 3-2-22. As we go into, thanks Tommy, we go into Division 2. Devon Meadows Pearsall, no score yet. Mornington 5-3-33 at half time to Coringal 3-4-22. Seaford 5-9-39. They've come back a bit there to Langwarren 11-4-70. Somerville 12-10-82 to Hastings 2-4-16. Rye at half time 9-6-60 to Tyre 4-6-30. And Crip Point, 1 goal 6, trailing Chelsea 7-4-46.
Who've been disappointing the last fortnight, Chelsea. They need a percentage booster as well to stay in the finals hunt, even though, of course, they've got that draw against Kringle.
Yeah, but like you said, the out game and very
thanks to YCW.
At YCW too.
They've also got a better percentage than Pines, which if they win and Pines don't win today, they'll go ahead of them in the battle for the relegation. They've still got to play each other yet, so... A lot of good football to be played in First Division and Second Division. A lot of football to be played here, but Rosebud has some work to do. 5-2-32, trailing Bonbeach. 10-8-68 on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop scoreboard. Our coverage proudly brought to you today by Rosebud Country Club. We'll take a break and be back with the second half shortly. Get your game face on. Welcome back to Olympic Park, Rosebud. Half-time here, Bonbeach, 10-8-68, leading Rosebud 5-2-32. Now, Paul, we will confirm this. The word we're getting from a number of different sources is they've abandoned the game because of the fog. We remember way back in 71, I mentioned it earlier, Carlton and Fitzroy at Princes Park, they played that game and no one could see the footy from one end of the ground to the other at Junction Oval. It was the only ground in all of Melbourne that had fog over it. All the other grounds were okay, but they've had fog at Red Hill all day. They didn't play the reserves game, and at half-time in that game between the seniors, between the Bombers, who are firmly ensconced in the top five, and Red Hill, the Bombers led comfortably. But our understanding is that if it's abandoned at half-time or before half-time, both teams get 2 points each. If the game goes into the second half, the team in front gets awarded the game.
So at this stage, I think the Bombers were like 36 points to 2.
Comfortably.
And the fog was around the scoreboard, you couldn't see it. So we're just going to wait confirmation on that, folks. But if that's a problem, that's what happens. Like you just said, 2 points each to both teams. If it goes past half-time and then they ban it after that, well, then the 4 points go to the winning team, or the leading team on the scoreboard at that stage, which this stage would say would be Frankston Bombers.
It could cost them dearly come a top three spot at the end of the year, because it looks like we're going to have some changes.
Yep.
Provided Eddie Ass stay in front of YCW, and that could be a big upset. That game being played at the moment, and they're doing well. Sereno's beating Mount Eliza, and should Bonbeach remain in front of Rosebud, and they're 6 goals up at the moment. And YCW get beaten, we'll have a new league leader tonight, and that'll be Bonbeach. But the Bombers will be disappointed by that. That if it looks like the game's been called off, we will confirm that.
Yeah, we'll just confirm that.
The 2 points could cost them a spot at the end of the year.
So we got
in the top 3.
We got Fuzz out there from GameFace, who's involved with the Frankston Bombers. He'll give us more details with that there. So back to the game here, boys. It's half time. The players are running out in the ground. It's 10-8. 68, Bonbeach leading Rosebud 5-2-32, and the fog has lifted a little bit more, so
probably missing 2 of their best 21 at the moment, Bonbeach. Tom Hogan, the ruckman, and Lachlan Stanning. But I tell you what, Joseph Fisher's doing a great job, isn't he? I mean, he'd be a real candidate for the BOG for Jeff Wignall Ford.
He's back on the ruck, starting again.
Serving the Peninsula community since 1979. Had some great marks already. David Armitage has taken 1. We've seen Trent Dennis Lane, Fisher take a couple as well for our Telstra Business Technology Centre Melbourne South mark of the day, and goal of the day for Truman's Golf Range. Get on down to Truman's for the Peninsula's best pizza, beer and golf experience on Truman's Road at Bonio there as we start the second half. 10-8-68 to 5-2-32 for the Rosebud Country Club. Up goes Cummings, he wins it down, and that's Steve Cummings gets the hand pass out, but it's intercepted by Bonbeach. It was Bailey to McDonald. McDonald's kick off the side of the boot a bit to the wing, but they've got loose men everywhere, able to make it look good in Verma. Verma drives to half forward, but using his body, young Tid, a youngster in this team, outmarks his opponent. Dabs a little pass on the half volley to Marshall, gets the kick run down for Rosebud. Ball still on the wing. Nance Cowan has kicked a couple of goals. Couldn't grab it cleanly. That's Jay. His Cummings. That is Matt Cummings to Jay Nance Cowan. Wobbles a kick now towards Batsanis on the wing. Eventually finds the handle. Goes back defensively to Marshall. Throws it on the boot. Kicks to half forward. Bouncing ball. Douglas uses the body. Waits for the ball to pitch. Taps it down cleverly for Bonbeach. Overrunning it. Reed Nance Cowan. His brother Jay's there. Gets it back to Marshall. Delays getting rid of it. Got tackled in the end by Murray. Now it slips back to Stoffels. And Stoffels for Rosebud finds Matt Cummings defensively on the wing. They can load up again. He kicks inside 50, looking for Keegan Downey. He had Matt Douglas use his head as a punching bag, and the ball goes to the back of the pack and held up right on attacking 50 for Rosebud, who trail by 36 points, opening minute and a half of the third quarter.
Bit scrappy at the start, Dan, but the boys get back in it for sure.
Fisher wins the ruck contest, beating Cummings, throws it off the side of the boot in front of the Rosebud coach's box. Boundary thrown again. They need the first couple of goals, the Buds.
Can the crowd get them going too? There's a big crowd here too under the veranda there.
32-68. Fisher wins it down at the drop. Roved by Reed Nanscow and kicks towards half forward. Knocked away at the back by Murray. Gets support now. Emerging the reliable one in Casey. Kicks towards the half-back flank on the outer side. Picked up by Blaine Coates, the former Mount Eliza player. Kicks the Sharks out to the outer side and Corrigan outmarks his opponent at half-back. Corrigan, just outside defensive 50. Left half back.
Verma's loose in the centre there, been there for 10 minutes.
Kicks long down the wing again. Up goes Cummings. Can't take the mark. That's Matt Cummings. Spills to the back to Huswaite. Gets the hand pass out now. Taken down in a tackle. Sakalis loses control of it. Verma hands and knees hand pass. Gets it out now in the direction of Gilbert. He can't find a target, and it is out of bounds on the wing on the outer side. So throw him back into play. And they have a 6-goal lead, Bonbeach. As I say, if results go their way, they'll be on top of the table tonight. Boundary throw-in. Knocked to the front of the pack. Fisher there with Cummings. McDonald's there as well. Collected by Marshall. Hard on the boundary. Finds his way through for the Buds. Kicks to half forward. No mark taken. At the back. Murray's been pretty good today. It spills to him. He rebounds nicely on the half volley now to Osland. Couldn't take it cleanly, but had teammates there able to mop it up for the Sharks. The kick doesn't quite find a target though, but in the end it's wrenched away and kicked inside 50 by Bailey, by Carter, I should say, towards half forward. It was the former captain of the under-19s. And thanks to Peter Williamson for those details at half-time. Two players who played a big part of his under-19 campaign doing well out here. Osland and Carter as they were clear in defence. Rosebud at half back. Player was brought down after kick. Kennedy had taken the mark. He found Fletcher Huswaite, who was offloaded, and he'll take the free kick at half back for Rosebud, defending at the social club room's end. No score added for both teams. Early stages, third quarter. And Huswaite goes to the outer side of the ground, camped underneath and not able to take the mark on this occasion was Fletcher. Picked up now by Dennis Lane. He receives the hand pass. He hooks around the body. Nothing, and that's got to be goal of the day. What a magnificent snap. Just the kick didn't quite find the target. Rosebud, well, flirting with danger by going from one side of the ground to the other. It slipped to Trent Dennis Lane. He snaps around the body, and if that's not a big chance of being our goal of the day for Truman's Golf Range, I don't know what is. It's probably the clubhouse leader at the moment, Paul Wilson. 11.874 to 5.232, a margin of 7 goals on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard. 4 minutes gone on the Frankston Jeep time clock.
The hard work there by Gilbert to get that play out to Trent Dennis Lane. He snapped round the corner. Was just magnificent there. So ball's back in the centre of the play again, but umpire's going to say, boys, give it to me again.
27 goals for the year for Trent Dennis Lane. Kicked 3 today. Secondary ball up in the middle. Knocked down by Cummings. Slips to Fisher. Throws it on the boot. Kicks to half forward. Almost a good mark to Liam Hewlett on hands and knees. Slips out a hand pass to Bailey. Bailey now under pressure. Square it up. Look at this. McDonald's here. How well does he use the footy? He says to Trent Dennis Lane, I'll kick it to you on the half volley. Trent Dennis Lane can't grab it. Has a teammate waiting at the fall. This is Coates. Coates is allowed through now from 45 metres. He blazes long. He blazes long and he blazes magnificently for a goal. 2 in a minute for Bonbeach, and that is also in contention for our Truman's Golf Range goal of the day. 12.880, Rosebud 5.232, and most importantly for Rosebud, if Sorrento get up today, Paul, they can't afford a big percentage loss. Well, I know they're still a fair way in front of Sorrento in regard to percentage, but they can't afford a massive percentage loss. Now, Rosebud are 108.79, Sorrento are 98.94. And Sorrento are leading Mount Eliza at the moment, thanks to Growth Syndicates Australia around the grounds. But Rosebud, they've got to try and find some scores here. As the ball's out of the middle through Batsanis, he wins the clearance to Marshall, threads a hand pass. Good play to win a one-on-one contest on that occasion for Rosebud. Quick kick comes towards half forward Batsanis, goes back with the flight, couldn't take the mark. Boss won the one-on-one contest, and eventually, though, they've got numbers everywhere. Good hand pass comes out magnificently. Verma finds Coates. Coates kicks to half forward, lunging forward. The mark was dropped by Armitage. At the back is Hewlett. He gets the hand pass. McDonald via Coates, and they kick another one. Champagne footy by the Sharks.
They're just lining up here, Dan. Left, right, and centre. They could have passed off to any other player there, but they have runners going past. The on-ballers here, they're just absolutely killing Rosebud at the moment. So Nick Jewell's got to get these on-ballers, Rosebud on-ballers.
And the turnovers, they're not hitting the targets to Rosebud when they do win a possession.
So Batsanis and these guys in the middle, they've just got to get going. Downey, these guys, they're just nothing at the moment. McDonald, Verma, Gent, they're just Coates. They're just they're all there. Fisher, they're all there. just killing them at the moment.
7 goal kickers so far for Bonbeach. 13-8-86 to 5-2-32. Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop scoreboard.
9 I got.
9 you've got, have you?
Yep.
Throwing up in the middle. Tap down again. Won by Mitch Gent. Just overcooking McDonald a bit. Love the game of Murray coming the other way. A player got a poke in the eye for Bonbeach. Quick kick inside. 50 for Rosebud and a good mark taken. Reading the flight of the footy, the drop. But, gee, they need a lot more of this as Tom Baker takes the mark in the goal square.
Verma copped that one in the eye there. He seems to be all right.
Yeah, he'll be all right in a minute, hopefully.
He'll get his disco looks back out there later on his DJ and during the week. He'll be right.
54-point lead, and they just need as many goals as they can. Just got to get it in quickly and try and get some separation, which Tom Baker, the big forward, did on that occasion. Kicked 9 goals this year going into this round. This to cut the margin to 48 points, but they're a long way back early stages, third quarter. Drives it over the goal umpire's cap, kicks into the trees at the Rosebud into the ground. 6-2-38 to 13-8-86. Margin 48 points. Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard. Stop into the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop for some cold beer and Cooper specials. And our main sponsor today, Rosebud Country Club. Come and discover what makes Rosebud Country Club unique and highly regarded. We look forward to giving you a warm welcome.
Rosebud needed that goal, was another understatement, but I just can't see him get back into this game at the moment, Dan. They just, they might get 1 or 2 back in this quarter, but Bonbeach at the moment, they've just got the ball in the string.
It's a 48-point lead. 9 minutes gone in the third quarter on the Frankston Jeep time clock. Just an outstanding display by this football club today. Cummings in the ruck. Manages to beat Owen Hewlett. McDonald's there.
Good
taken in a tackle is Nance Cowan by Owen Hewlett.
Good
the Hewlett
tackle.
boys are just doing their role, aren't they? Doing their job. They're not having huge stats, but they're doing the 1%ers very, very well with Tom Hogan, the number 1 ruckman out at the moment. Tap down, rowed by Armitage. Feeds a hand pass out, taken by Casey. Casey tumbles a kick now towards centre half forward for Bonbeach. Fisted down, didn't get a decent tap on it, Kennedy.
Good tackle.
And then a great tackle laid to keep it inside the attacking 50 by one of the young boys in this Bonbeach team in Jason Carter.
Yeah.
And it'll be thrown up again. Stephen Cummings to do the ruck work for Rosebud. I thought he gave away a free kick then to Owen Hewlett all over him like a cheap suit. Picked up by Mitch Gent, kicks around the body.
In the back.
In the back as Matt Baker tried to fist away, but an opponent was in front. Will take the free kick. Liam Hewlett playing in front, doing what he has to do. As we said earlier, presenting nicely the former Melbourne draftee. Slightly right of centre half forward.
One of those free kicks where you're playing in front. If you don't get it, obviously the opponent's going to come over the top and go right on your back there, but it was always there. It was always there. And mouthing off. There's a 50.
Oh.
So undisciplined somehow.
Is that Robert Boss? I think it might have been.
Someone's mouthed off.
But it's not a 50-metre penalty for me unless it's a very serious offence.
Yeah.
I've always been big on maybe 25 for the mouthing off.
Yeah.
15 for, the knock away of the ball unintentionally. 50 for a bad offence. And as he goes into the goal square and makes a certainty of it, there was no way that was a certainty from 55 and a slight angle for Liam Hewlett, even though he's had AFL experience. But he's kicked the goal from the goal square, and it's becoming tough now for Rosebud. And Nick Jewell will be disappointed with the lack of discipline too, giving away easy goals to a team that are dominating them already. 14-8-92 to 6-2-38. 11 gone in the third quarter. Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard.
It's the old coach killer, Dan. Those 50-metre penalties. You thought what's going on here? Play the free kick. It's happened behind the play here. There's a back in the full.
It'll go to Owen Hewlett.
It was back in there. It was.
Yeah.
Now they've got players. Look at all the Bonbeach boys. They're everywhere.
Yeah, they are. Owen Hewlett in the centre circle. Can draw a man. Verma, who's been pretty good. He'll lower the eyes. Kick inside 50. Bouncing off the chest of Fisher. At the rope, Liam Hewlett does well. Was tagged. Handball intercepted by Kennedy. Feeds a hand pass over the top. Comes back though to Gil Renouf. Gets the hand pass now to Coates. Coates lays the shepherd for Dennis Lane, who receives it from him. Gets uploaded, but still delivers nicely into the middle of the ground. That's a good mark standing overhead to Casey, who had it fisted away late by Reed Nance Cowan, has been quiet. Kicks it now towards Bennett. Bennett is at half forward. 60 from goal. goal. Set sail long to full forward. No mark taken. Dennis Lane's at the drop. Taken in a tackle. Swivels the hips. Handballs out to Hewlett. Had the hand pass picked off. Intercepted by Marshall of Rosebud. High kick to half back. Underneath it is Steve Cummings. Takes the mark. Handballs to Marshall, who kept running for the old 1-2. Lowers the eyes. Kicks down the line. Douglas gets up. Can't mark it. Taken by Downey. Sean Downey over the top. Handballs now. Misses the target of his teammate, who goes in after it again. He hasn't had much involvement today, and Gibson tries to lay a tackle very close to the boundary from Rosebud and puts it over the line, wearing the long sleeves.
That free kick earlier, Dan, I was just watching Sean Downey there demonstrating with the umpire there, but the Bonbeach boys ran off him, and he was still there for 2 or 3 minutes demonstrating why. That's why Bonbeach got the ball down there.
6-2-38 to 14-8, 92, 54-point lead for Bonbeach. The Downey boys have been pretty quiet today for Rosebud. Cummings taps to the front. Reed Nanscowan there can't get himself injected in the game either. Fletcher Huswaite trying hard for the Buds. Thrown up once more. We'll go round the ground shortly for Great Syndicates Australia, who'll help you retire in style. Tap down once more. And thrown up. Yes, they'll help you retire in style, significantly enhance superannuation for an ideal retirement lifestyle. Anytime Fitness, a major sponsor today, preparing you in the pre-season, maintaining you in season, and helping keeping you fit and motivated in the off-season. So another ball up at half forward, left half forward. In fact, the free kick to go to Rosebud. Huswaite to Batsanis. His kick lacked a bit of carry, getting a hand on it. Murray trying to get hold of the footy and inject himself in the contest for Rosebud is Bryce Gibson, but he can't. Throw up 40 metres out in these cold conditions, foggy conditions, frosty conditions, of which Bonbeach have kicked 14 goals. Tap down, one by Cummings. Handballs on the outside of Batsanis. Snaps around the body. 2-on-1 defenders, they down there for Bonbeach. They fist it through for a behind. Among it, Ben McLean, one of the most reliable defenders in the comp. He'll kick back into play. He'll favour the broadcast side of the ground or coach's box side of the ground. Owen Hewlett makes a good contest. Ball's at ground level. Now Rosebud might win a footy. Marshall's been probably their best player. Gets the hand pass out, breaking a tackle. Keegan Downey kicks long to full forward from 45. Left-hand side misses, another behind. 6-4. 40 to 14-8, 92. Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard. McLean to inbound again. Goes in short, half-distance pass.
The 50-metre penalty again.
Another one. They've had a few of those, and it was going to go to Kennedy as he hit him on the chest at half-back, but it'll be taken by McLean, who's right in the middle of the ground, and no one is on the mark. They're all zoning off. They're zoning space. Kick to half-forward, almost to mark to Trent Dennis Lane. He used the body brilliantly. Cleared out of defence by Baker. Got the hand pass wide now to Kennedy. Kennedy got it via Maynard, but then it's turned over again as they set up the wall and they mark it half back, and Osland takes the mark. He goes inside now to Tyson Murray. Murray in the long sleeves will switch again. There's a player on his own. Mitch Gent should mark. Two opponents came at him late. He got shoved to ground. That's nearly got to be 50. If the others are 50, that's 50 because he clearly taken the mark and then he got shoved away. He delivers inside 50 again. Wedged in between was Liam Hewlett. Couldn't take the mark. Slips to Cummings at the back. Waited for the ball to bounce to him. Took an eternity. Got it to Marshall. Steps around an opponent. Marshall, the VFL player, kicks long for Rosebud. Down the line. Second grab. That should nearly be paid.
He's paid it.
It will be to Sean Downey. And that'll be in contention for the Telstra Business Technology Centre Melbourne South mark of the day. Looking for our BOG for Jeff Wignall forward as well. Here is Sean Downey. Wobbly low kick. Inside 50. And Jane Nanscowan reads it nicely. He's kicked 2 goals today and 20 for the season. Kicked 5 last week in their big win over Pines. Good to have him on the footy show during the week. Loves LeBron James. And will change clubs or change franchises, as they call it in the NBA, Paul, wherever LeBron goes. Why not?
I would too, but $250 million.
He will veer in 55 from goal. Long kick to full forward. Big strong mark and the goal square to Rosebud.
I think it's Downey.
Magnificent mark, and that's just about got to be our mark of the day. He might have taken 2 in a minute.
Is it?
Be a shot at goal. It is Keegan Downey.
Yep.
Point blank range, kicks the goal. He's wearing the iridescent blue boots.
Yep.
That's definitely our mark of the day for Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South, and it's a nice kick by Jane Nanscowan, and it was a chaos kick into the teeth of goal, and 7-4-46. But they trail Bonbeach by a big, big margin. on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard. They've actually doubled their score, Bonbeach, 14-8-92. So first goal today to Keegan Downey.
Good strong mark it was too in that square contested mark there with a big pack played in front. Took it quite well. Rosebud have got a spare player in the back line now, so that means must be a spare player for Bonbeach somewhere.
2 goals to Tom Baker, 11 for the season. Out of the middle goes Matt Cummings. Got it to his teammate Hardwick, pulled off the footy, holding the ball. Free kick to Gilbert. Hasn't dominated like a lot of other players today, but they've got so many it doesn't really matter. Gets it on the half volley to Coates, who's been on his own all day. And he's been a very good player, the former Mount Eliza player. Kicks Bonbeach to centre half forward. That's going to be a mark paid. No, it was a punch away late.
Punch the hands, yeah.
And the chopping of the arms. So they've given him either a free kick or a mark to Fisher at centre half forward. And what a game he's played.
Just notice the spread that Bonbeach do. Once they come out of the centre, they just go straight either way, left or right, and they've got players spare. Like Coates was clear there by 20, 30 metres, and still had McDonald running through the guts there too, and that was just very good team. One
of the legends of the Bonbeach Cricket Club, a life member, Bryce O'Connor, who opens the batting in the first, did his knee playing reserves footy early in the season, walks past us. Shot a goal 40 metres out by Fisher, low and flat to the social club room's end.
4.
And that's another one, 4 goals to Fisher. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. And the lead gets out now to 52 points again, 15-8-98 to 7-4-46 on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop scoreboard of Rosebud. And Fisher has got to be in the reckoning for the Jeff Wignall Ford BOG, who have played 19 minutes in the third quarter. Jeff Wignall Ford have got branches in Hastings, Frankston and Mornington. Thrown up in the middle of the ground again. Owen Hewlett does well to beat his opponent in Cummings. Out of the middle again. Good play on that occasion by Gent. And he finds one of the young boys, Carter. Carter marking it left half forward. Plays on quickly. Kicks inside 50 again. Getting in front. Almost a good mark to Fisher. Brings it to ground. McDonald's there. It's always danger when he's within the vicinity. 50 metres out from the goal. They're attacking. Picked up again by Gent. Defensive hand pass. No good. Nance Cowan halves it. But Gilbert's there at the spill. Handballs to Owen Hewlett. On the half volley to Liam. Liam stumbling and bumbling. Gets the hand pass on the outside though. Taken by Coates. Chipping on the right foot. The non-preferred. Inside 50. Off hands. No mark taken. Good play by Bailey when the ball hit the ground. Good attempt though by Jari Kennedy to clear. Got the handball to Baker. Got the hand pass out again towards Maynard. But Maynard had the kick turned over at half back by Coates, who is having a sensational quarter and must be starting to be a contender for the BOG for Jeff Wignall Ford. Coates now unsure what to do. Will kick on the right. TDL, lobs it long to full forward. Should have gone to TDL. Went to the wrong option. Almost a mark. Last line of defence for Rosebud, and it will be.
Trent Dennis Lane ran up all the way there, and he just gave a bit of a spray there to Coates, saying, mate, I was free.
They lead at the moment by 52 points. McRae, wobbly ball to the outer side of the ground. Bouncing ball. Goes to the back of the pack. No one can get it. Quick kick comes out towards the wing on the outer side. Emerging is Rosebud. Player taken in a tackle, and a free kick going against Baker. And it will go the way of Bonbeach on the outer side. And the kick comes from Waterston, who gets the free kick. Spills to the back. Rove, though, by Kennedy. He'll clear his team. Rosebud out of trouble. Kicks towards the half-back line. Mark taken by Boss, has been quiet. He kicks close to the boundary now. Batsanis up. Drop what he should have taken. Handball's in front of him, looking to make advantage for his side. But it goes out of bounds. And it was going to be covered by Ben McLean, that reliable shutdown defender for Bonbeach attacking side of the wing. The lead 52 points at the 21-minute mark. And the Frankston Jeep clock, boundary throw in once again. Tap down.
Here they go.
Kennedy, Verma by hand. McDonald on the outside. Kicks inside 50. Great kick. Good mark taken by Fisher, who's been superb. Centering ball, Trent Dennis Lane, 2 to beat. He recovers best. Goes to the back of the pack, picks it up, breaks the tackle, runs into trouble, runs the other way, hard on the boundary. Centering ball back to full forward. Bouncing ball for Gent. McDonald's there as well. Knocked down, the defence is good. Kennedy gets the hand pass out to Hardwick. Hardwick now to Reed Nanscowan and finds Jay Nanscowan. And Hardwick was put down, so a free kick down the ground. Jay Nanscowan has big Cummings. 4 sets of brothers in this team today. And And Matt Cummings takes the mark on the wing in front of our commentary position. Drives it long, 3-on-1 against. Almost a good mark to Bonbeach. They hold it up though at half back, and that's been another issue today for Rosebud. They outnumbered in numerous contests. But Sarnas was ready to pounce if, on that occasion, Owen Hewlett dropped the ball and he didn't lose his footing and was able to take care of the footy in his endeavours to take the mark. Getting up too early, Steve Cummings, but wins it down. Huswaite, good play to get a hand pass out to Jai Nance Cowan. Little kick comes towards half forward on that occasion from Fletcher Huswaite for Rosebud, emerging now Armitage. Armitage got a hand pass out towards his teammate who has it turned over, Murray, and then it's taken by Fletcher Huswaite, kicks inside 50. McLean does well to foot it away on the half volley. Picks it up now, has three opponents around him. Got the hand pass out to Murray. They're helping each other out. Gil Renouf does well to chip over the top. They're on the outer side of the ground. Player brought down in a tackle. That was Carter, turned over again, but Murray picks up a loose ball. They've always got players there to help out, even if things don't look good. It slips to the back to Trent Dennis Lane. Wobbly, goal.
Gets another one.
They've been magnificent. The defenders went down. He kept his feet. He kicks his fourth, and he's having a huge influence on this game with his class on that forward line. Just too strong, aren't they?
They've just got the runnings at the back line there. I've said it all day today, Dan, and everyone else. Listen there, it's just the running machine they are, Bonbeach at the moment, from the back line, the wings. They're just very, very, very good team.
16-8, 104 to 7-4, 46.
Making the changes, quite well too, giving the players a rest and that. Just
another chance for goal of the day. The dribble kick, Jason Dunster wouldn't have liked it for Truman's golf range. Get down to Truman's Road, Bonio, for the Peninsula's best pizza, beer and golf experience. The pizzas are great, the beer's great, and the golf looks sensational too. Ball's in the middle of the ground, getting a hand pass out or attempting to. Verma spun around on a tackle for a long time. That should nearly be holding the ball from that ruck contest, but he's not penalised, despite the good tackling placed on him. Thrown up again. Steve Cummings does well, but read brilliantly by McDonald. Gets tagged, gets the hand pass on the outside to Hogan. Hogan to Armitage. Armitage met late, but his kick is still good enough to find a target. And Gil Renouf. Gil Renouf is at half forward, delivers in short again to Armitage again, who keeps running.
Watch this left
He's on the left. He siders the kick magnificently, looking for Fisher, and it takes the mark. Kennedy tried to come across his bows, but it just had too much on it.
You could just see it
magnificent.
From here. Just the left foot there, spun around. You could just see he was going to get Fisher there on the chest, and he did. And he's going for goal number 5, Fisher.
16-8, 104 to 7-4, 46, a 58-point lead on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard to get it past 10 goals. The lead, nearly 25 gone in the third quarter. Nick Jewell would just be disappointed the way this team has just done as it's liked. It's kicked accurately. Fisher, I think he's missed right-hand side. Maybe just took a bit too much time there. 16-9, 105 to 7-4, 46. The margin 59 points. Three-quarter time will go around the Grants for Growth Syndicates Australia. He's been outstanding. Just about BAG for Jeff Wignall forward. Back into play Kennedy. In short to the back pocket now. To the orange-booted Fisher. It's Josh Fisher. And Huswaite. Huswaite curls a left footer, which hits Sean Downey. Just takes the mark. He gets the hand pass out to Marshall. Back to Sean Downey. Delivers Rosebud to the wing. Bang. Big fist on that occasion by Waterston. Should have taken the mark. Receives the ball again from another fist and got taken high. Waterston at half back for Bonbeach. Delivers high now to half forward. Underneath it is Carter. Getting back though is Baker. Might have flicked that up on the up and almost a throw to Sean Downey, but the umpire said, no, that's okay. And then he's taken down on a tackle placed on him by Bo Bailey of Bonbeach. Thrown up, attacking side of the wing for Bonbeach, going to the change rooms end of the ground. The tap down's okay. Player taken high on Bo Bailey. He was going to be tackled high, and then he's brought down, and the umpire's going to give another 50-metre penalty.
Is he?
Did Huswaite give him one to go on with?
I think he might have sort of little jab there. So, very short 50.
Yeah. Gee, discipline's been disappointing today, hasn't it? And they've given away so many 50-metre penalties.
Only a soft penalty, says Hogarth.
And a soft tap too, says the great Peter Hogan.
Soft tap. That'd have been a full whack. It would have been a full 50.
Yeah. So maybe 25 metres for that is okay. 45 metres out, slide angle. It has squeezed in. Looking from here, I thought it was fading away, but it managed to come back the other way. And he kicks his second, Bo Bailey. And another goal from a 50-metre penalty. I mean, when you are getting belted, you can ill afford to give away 50-metre penalties for goals as well, but they're doing that too. So the second goal, and that is their third goal from a 50-metre penalty, and Bonbeach have given away one.
In this quarter.
Yeah.
In this quarter, which is... They got back within, probably 3 goals there, and they go, well, they fit me the penalty, and since then it's just been all-way traffic to Bonbeach. Discipline, hard, quick, contested football.
79-111 to 74-46. The margin 65 points. It's been a thrashing in this quarter for the Sharks. Premiership footy. Tapped down in the middle. They could be on top depending on what's happening between YCW and Edithvale. Aspendale, who had a handy lead at half-time. The issue with the Eagles has been their inability to play the 4 quarters, but we'll check on that shortly. Thanks to Growth Syndicates Australia. As the siren sounds, Mark does a great job putting his finger on that buzzer. We can hear it loud and clear, and we're loving being in the palatial surrounds and high up, right on the wing at Olympic Park in the timekeeper's box today. We thank Peter Hogan of Bonbeach and Mark of Rosebud for allowing GameFace to be here and accommodating us today, organised by Nick Jewell and Rosebud. So 7-4-46 to 79-111 Bonbeach by 65 points on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud. Scoreboard, just quickly checking goal kickers. Fisher has kicked 4 for Bonbeach, so does Trent Dennis Lane, while Nance Cowan has kicked a couple for, that's Jay Nance Cowan for Rosebud. Now, Paul, let's go round the grounds. Very important matches in first and second division for Growth Syndicates Australia.
Well, thanks, Tim. We haven't had confirmation yet, folks, but the Franks and Bombers 6-8-44 to 139, but it looks like it probably is abandoned at this stage there. Dramana, they've come back 12-9-81 to Pines 10-3-63. YCW, they've come back to 8-10-58 to EDS 8-7-55.
Well, they've kept them virtually scoreless in that quarter and kicked a few themselves. At home too, they're hard to beat at home.
Yeah. Sorrento 6-8-44. We're well ahead of Mount Eliza. Now Mount Eliza 7-5-47, so a 3-point difference there. Bonbeach there 17-911 to 7-4-46. Thanks, Tommy boy. We now go to second division. Finally got a score from Devon Meadows. Thank you very much, the boys
Scores
out there.
level.
7-9-51 apiece, 3/4 time.
They'd be disappointed, Devon, if they can't win that. They're very good last week. They've got to win that to finish in the top 5.
We were there last
week.
week.
And Pearsdale played their worst game of the season last week, so that would be a disappointing loss. But I still think they're good enough to get over the line.
Yep, so then we've got Mornington. They're on 6-5-41, 3/4 time to Kringle, 5-7-37. The big game in Division 2, Langwarren 13-6-84 to Seaford 7-11-53.
Just off the pace a bit, Seaford.
Yeah, just a bit off there.
Yep.
Somerville, well, they've kicked away a bit here, 17-15, 1-17 to Hastings 5-6-36. And Rye 10-10-70 to Tybe 7-8-50. Crib Point, well, Chelsea have kicked away here, 12-10-82 to Crib Point 1-2-8 at this stage there. So Mount Eliza came back in their game. And the other game was the close one was Dramana and what were they playing against?
Pines.
Pines, yeah. So
and also Edithvale and Frankston YCW.
Yeah.
So we'll take a break. It's a 65-point lead at 3/4 time at Olympic Park. Bonbeach 79-111. Rosebud 7-4-46. We'll take a break. Get your game face on. And we're into the final quarter almost at Olympic Park. Bonbeach looking for a big percentage booster, 79-111. They would love Edith Vale Aspendale, who had that one bad quarter in the third quarter, to allow Frankston YCW around the grounds for Growth Syndicates Australia to get back in front. They would love YCW to go down so that they could be on top, because they're going to win this game comfortably for Rosebud Country Club, our major sponsor today. Come and discover what makes the Rosebud Country Club unique and highly regarded. We look forward to giving you a warm welcome. Dan Lonigan and Paul Wilson with you. 79-111 to 74-46. Joe Fisher's been enormous. Probably the favourite at the moment for best on ground for Jeff Wignall Ford. Trent Dennis Lane might be the favourite for one of the 4 goals he's kicked, the clever 4 goals all around the body that he's booted today for the Bonbeach Football Club. And that, of course, is sponsored today by Truman's Golf Range of Bonio.
Fisher back on the ruck now.
Yes, what a good game he's played.
358. Yep.
Tapped down by Steve Cummings to kick off the last quarter. Hardwick gets the hand pass out. Taken by Boss. Handball now towards Maynard. Maynard defensively, and Jackson Casey's in the road. He's been magnificent again today. And he delivers to the outer side of the ground. Bo Bailey's played a fine game too. Just behind the wing. Kicks down the line once more. Looking for someone to mark. Can't. Picked up by Waterston. He gets hemmed in a little bit, and then he centres the footy up towards Bo Bailey, who made good position and then had the footy knocked away by an opponent who ensures the ball is not jarred free on the wing on the outer side. That was Robert Boss, who got involved with a nice punch from behind. Tap down again. Handball comes out from from Cummings. That is Steve Cummings. Picked up by Kennedy. Kennedy grubbers it along the turf for Rosebud. Clean bowling, Jane Nance Cowan. At the back, he's played a good game today, Murray. Murray mops up now and just uses the footy neatly for Bonbeach, close to the boundary line on the outer side. Loose men everywhere. Kick on the half volley to Fisher again. 45 from goal. Kicks long to full forward. Not a good kick. And skidding forward and taking a good mark. Last line of defence for Rosebud. And they kick the ball out towards the half-back line now. Geez. But again, making an absolute meal of that is McRae. He wants support in Stoffels. I reckon drop that like a hot spud. And then they're surrounded by the Bonbeach Army, the Swami Army, the Bonbeach Army. Good hand pass by Liam Hewlett. Got the hand pass out in the direction of Bennett, and then a lovely left foot spearing pass from Blaine Coates has been brilliant. Finds young Osland, who also looks very accomplished at senior level. He marks on his chest at left half forward.
It's like a big pool shark just zooming down there, just about to take the prey. It is, going into get their meat, get their fishes ready.
Left half forward, and when you fumble the footy,
turnovers cost you.
Correct, against this good side. So Osland, as we said, looks at home at senior level. He'll veer in, open it up, doesn't quite have the carry or the legs on the kick, kicks long to full forward to the teeth of goal. Rosebud players are there trying to tie it up just in the 10-metre goal square, the Rosebud end of the ground, and no change to the score. It's 74-46 to 79-111 on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop scoreboard of Rosebud. Thrown up once more, open-handed slap, taken down at a tackle Armitage, no mean feat. Trying to burst his way out of there, but going nowhere. Rosebud.
TDL saying to the umpire, that was a free, too high.
That was Josh Fisher in the orange boots. 15 metres out from goal. Steve Cummings open hands it down. And now they can release out of defence. Matt Baker got the hand pass out to Fletcher Huswaite. But the kick will be turned over again by Coates, who's been superb. Feeds a hand pass over the top to Bennett. On the outside to Corrigan. Corrigan on the left, lowers the eyes. What a great kick that is. Almost hits his teammate on the chest. Couldn't hang on. Osland does well to keep the ball alive in the spillage. Handball now towards Liam Hewlett. Got the hand pass out to Bennett. Nearly run down. Kick finds a target in mid-stent. They just keep it moving from one half-forward flank to the other. And a good mark taken, 45 from goal for another shot at goal.
Rosebud then were just watching the ball.
This is Carter. Yep.
They were just watching the ball. They weren't watching where their opponents were, and that's why they had loose memory everywhere for Bonbeach.
Well, they don't panic, and
no.
Rosebud are just unsure, haven't been able to man up inside defensive 50. They've been disorganised. Early in the season, they were so organised with their defensive pressure and their organisation at the back. Mitch Dempster's a big loss for them as well. Has been a very solid small defender for them this year from Narry Warren out with a hammy. Spoke to him before the game, probably 2 or 3 weeks. Misses to the left-hand side. That shot at goal by one of the young boys from the under-19s, Jason Carter, 17-10, 112 to 7-4-46. They play on now. Jerry Kennedy got the hand pass out, then received on the 0-1-2. And then finds a target in Bitsanis, who's been quiet. He has to square it up. And a good mark to Boss. Boss on the edge of the centre square. Defensive side, but his disposal is dreadful. Turnover to Waterston, who's been solid again. Has to step around an opponent. Does with ease. Then he kicks to centre half forward. No mark taken. Balls at the drop. Won by Marshall. Gets the hand pass off to Huswaite again, who's battled manfully for Rosebud. Kicks to Tom Baker. It was a good kick on the right side for him. He takes the mark at half forward. Plays on quickly. Opposed to Corrigan. Wobbly ball inside 50. I reckon Sean Downey trying to extricate his way from his opponent, Casey, in a good hard struggle. Was held on to. The ball hadn't even arrived in their vicinity, and Downey will take the free kick. Slight angle, 25 out to the social club rooms or playground end of the ground here.
He was just being held on there by Conor McGregor there by a little bit, and so Downey's going to line up for his first shot at goal, which is normally gets a couple every game.
112 to 46. The lead 66 points, and Downey's kick is a goal. Makes it 60 points. 8-4-52 to 17-10, 112. Knowing Nick Jewell like I do, Paul, very well, he'd be wanting his team to win this last quarter and try and win it comfortably and ensure there's not too much damage to their percentage in regard to the fact that if Sorrento are able to get a win over Mount Elijah, it was tied at three-quarter time around the Grounds for Growth Syndicates Australia, it would ensure that they would still have a bit of a percentage advantage on Sorrento. They were 10% ahead of them going into this round, and they would stay inside the top 5 going into next week.
Just saw Nick Jewell down there talking to Mark Huswaite, true legend of the Rosebud Footy Club, talking about things. But
throw up again. Marshall took the tap from Matt Cummings. 1 crack at it, 2 cracks at it, 3 cracks at it, and still can't get a clean possession. Running onto it though, Tid. Handballs to Batsanis. Over the top now to Reed Nanscowan. Reed Nanscowan could have kept running through it on the boot hurriedly and panicked and really could have steadied from 35 out as they get it back into play again, and Bennett receives from Corrigan. He will head to the outer back pocket now for the Sharks. They queue up. Love the game of Bailey today. Takes the mark in that outer side of the ground. He's been magnificent today, Bailey. At half-back, kicks it low and flat. Oh, what Fisher. A mark from behind by Fisher. Mark of the day.
Paid it.
Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South, mark of the day.
Best on ground so far.
He has been. He'll also probably win the BOG for Jeff Wignall forward. Kicked 4 goals. Fisher at half-back. Like a seesaw, tipping in, taking the mark. Kicks into the middle of the ground and finds another target. Coates has been sensational. Almost met late, but he did well enough to take the mark. Then delivers wide to Douglas, the reliable one, in front of our commentary position. They lead by 60 points. Bonbeach yet to score a major in the last quarter, which is 7 minutes old on the Frankston Jeep scoreboard. Finds McDonald. Attacking side of the centre circle in short now to Gent. Has got a player on the outside, riding rough shot. Gets the handball out to him now. He kicks long, high and handsome and misses to the right-hand side.
McLean it was.
It was Ben McLean, the defender. And it's 17-11, 113 to 8-4-52 on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard. So McRae to inbound. Important defender for this side. Kicks it high, kicks underneath it a bit towards the half-back line. Sean Downey there, almost a mark to Waterston, the opposite. In fact, Keegan Downey there, the opposite number 4. Keegan Downey wears number 4 for Rosebud. Couldn't complete the mark, goes to ground and locks it up. Attacking side of the wing for Rosebud. Would love a goal to the Rosebud end in this last quarter. Open-handed slap by Cummings. Stepping through Marshall. Taken in a tackle, standing tackle. We've got Shane McDonald hanging on along with Sam Gilbert, who's been pretty solid today as well. Working his way to the front is Fisher, but beaten by Cummings. Feeds a hand pass out now towards Sean Downey. Then a hand pass to Hardwick. Then a hand pass to Ted. He lost control of it. Look at the pressure by this team who are 10 goals up. Good hand pass comes out now to Waterston, originally from Gent, and now on the up. Coates back to Gent. Defensively now they share it beautifully to Douglas. Douglas picks out a player on the outer side of the ground who takes the mark at half back. In short again from Carter. Bennett Gets it from Armitage, who took the mark from Carter's kick and weaves his way through traffic. Kicks inside 50. Dennis Lane looking to get to the front. He's like a cat, recovering very, very quickly, and he still follows the footy up. Taken in a tackle, though, by Boss. Handballs to Armitage. Got the hand pass out in the direction of McDonald. Slung in a tackle. Feeds the hand pass back now. Taken by Gilrenoof. Kicks long inside. 50. Great mark to Fisher. How good's he been? He stood tall and in the end virtually took it unopposed. 25 out directly in front.
Going for goal
How
number
good
5.
have they been? The way they've been sharing the football today, it has been sensational to watch.
They've just been very clean, and like I said before, early composure, they're just very clean, and they're running off the back line there, and their 45 angles is very, very good, and when you've got a bloke like Fisher being in the ruck, resting in the forward line, he's going for goal number 5. It's just dominant by the Bonbeach Football Club.
Slightly left of centre half forward for his 5th goal. He's going to have a rest now, Trent Dennis Lane.
Yep.
As Liam Hewlett, who's done his job today, will come back on. Might do some work in the ruck to help Fisher up. For his 5th goal, Fisher kicks through the 40, and that is a handful for big Joseph Fisher, and 22 for the season. And the boys come from everywhere. It means a lot to him. It means a lot to the club. He's been sensational in the ruck. Has to be best on ground. For Jeff Wignall forward, with branches at Frankston, Hastings and Mornington. And of course our coverage today headed by Rosebud Country Club. Come and discover what makes Rosebud Country Club unique and highly regarded. We look forward to giving you a warm welcome. O'Brien Real Estate, also a big part of our coverage. Paul, $1,000 to Home Club if a property lists, sells and settles.
Beautiful goal there by Fisher again. So he's gone straight back on the ruck against Cummings.
Cummings wins it down. May have been impeded there. Mitch Chanty will receive a hand pass there. What a hand pass that was from Coates. Under pressure, threads it cleverly towards full forward. No one can take the mark. Ball goes to the back of the pack. That defensive Rosebud's been under the pump all day. Hand pass comes out to McRae, who shakes the tackle hard on the boundary, hooks around the body.
Fisher.
There's that man again, Fisher, marking in front of Matt Cummings. He has been sensational today, Joseph Fisher. Left half forward with his team up at the moment by 67 points on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop scoreboard of Rosebud. Kicks inside 50, looking for someone to mark. Liam Hewlett's there, spills to the back. Gilrenoof's there as well. He can't take the mark. It goes close to the boundary. It's kept alive momentarily, only momentarily, and then over the line. Right beside the behind post at the Rosebud end. Osland has been okay. He was there, ready to lurk for Bonbeach, looking for the loose footy. Couldn't quite find it. Boundary line was too close. Tapped down by Cummings again. Knocked down. 30 metres out from Bonbeach's goal. They try and keep it alive and keep it inside the attacking 50. But Boz does well to extricate himself in the contest, but kicks to no one in particular. It's all Sharks out there. Casey is there. Corrigan was going to arrive first, but he allows Jackson Casey to get there first and hits Owen Hewlett on the chest. Owen Hewlett now will square it up back to Casey, who keeps running, attacking side of the wing. His team with a lead of 67 points. Jackson Casey's been solid today. Kicks it high towards the forward pocket. Liam Hewlett was knocked down in the contest as the pack collapses. Goes to the boundary. Fletcher Huswaite taken in a great tackle placed on him by Osland and pushed over the line. 15 around from the goal that they're kicking to Bonbeach in the last quarter, which is 12 minutes old on the Frankston Jeep time clock.
And the sun has finally come out about, what's it now, 4 o'clock or something?
Boundary throw in. Better late than never. Cummings two hands it down. Again, handball comes out. Gent not there. Marshall pounces. It is a dangerous kick across the goal face, but it might come off. Good mark running with the flight in the back pocket for Rosebud down at the Rosebud end. High kick down the line towards the half-back line. Looking to get up is Matt Baker. Can't take the mark. Spills to the back. Douglas is there in the road. Reed Nanscowan has had a quiet day. And Matt Baker takes the footy again, but is taken in a Matt Douglas tackle towards the boundary. Boundary throw-in. In front of our commentary position, broadcasting from the Timekeeper's box today. We thank the Rosebud Footy Club for organising this, and Mark from Rosebud and Peter Hogan from Bonbeach for allowing us to share the box with them today. Handball comes down, missed by Verma. In the road, good hand pass, Dennis Lane to McDonald. They just share it brilliantly. Verma receives again. Liam Hewlett got a hand in it too with a hand pass. Kicks inside 50, but a good defensive mark at the back to Kuipers. In fact, they're going to get a free kick because there was a player in front shoved. Mitch Gent, not sure there was much in that. And he'll take that free kick at half back. Mitch Gent Kicks inside 50.
Oh.
On the lead. That should have almost been a mark down there to Fisher again. The only mistake he's made all day. He got in front. He just couldn't quite hang on through his fingers.
He's got it on a string at the moment.
He's been terrific today. His team up by 67 points. 13 gone last quarter. Cummings beats 1, beats 2. Should have nearly been holding the ball. Marshall punches it down again. Still inside defensive 50 though for his team, Rosebud. Good hand pass. Reed Nanscowan under the pump. He heard the voice of Marshall. Marshall kicks inside or towards the edge of 50. Baker couldn't take the mark at the drop.
Douglas.
Cleaned up by Casey again. Got the hand pass to Douglas. That defence magnificent. Switches to the outer side now to Hogan. Hogan kicks his team towards half forward. Taking the mark. Spinning around opponents as Gil Renouf has a bounce. He's on the footy show a couple of weeks ago. Gets a Shepherd, delivers in short to Dennis Lane. Dennis Lane marks at half forward. Now towards the centre half forward position, or still a half forward flank really. And Osland gets out on his own and marks inside 50 right forward pocket.
How can he be on his own sitting there just nowhere
near? Well, they've been like that all day. I mean, the way that they had the overlap with the kicking.
Just quick, hard football. And the Bonbeach boys, just the spread is just fantastic then. Jackson was just composure once again, the back line to Douglas.
Last year I made a comment about Red Hill being, or 2 years ago, best team on the peninsula and got belted. I'm going to say this is the best team on the peninsula in 2021. Kicked by Osland towards the goal square, almost a mark to Fisher off hands. He wasn't sure it was going to make it. Tried to mark, couldn't. The defenders there as well. So it's 18-12, 120. Rosebud 8-4, 52, 68-point lead. Back into play, looking for Sean Downey to take the mark, and he takes the mark. No, he doesn't.
Out of bounds.
Off hands, almost took the mark. Hasn't had a big influence.
Downey boys have been quiet.
Yeah, they have.
Baker boys quiet.
Nanscowan boys pretty quiet.
You know.
Jay kicked a couple, but hasn't really had much of an influence other than that. Boundary throw-in again. The Cummings boys have battled hard in the ruck. They've been under pressure. Won by Fletcher Huswaite. He was taken in a standing tackle, but got free from the tap down from Cummings, but turns it over again to another unsung hero in defence in Waterston. Waterston now will go back to Jackson Casey. He's not an unsung hero. He's a hero. He's a star. He marks at half back, Your man, Paul.
He's McGregor.
Close to BOG for Jeff Wignall forward. Delivers down the line again. Getting up high. Corrigan makes a good contest. Beats Nanscowan and recovers better. Flicks a hand pass out. Misses the target and held up by Boss. But then Corrigan says, not happy with my work originally. I'll lay a good tackle and ensure that Boss can't get away from me. Attacking side of the wing.
Good backing up there.
68-point lead. Up goes Steve Cummings from behind, wins it down, attacking it hard, getting a hand pass through traffic. On that occasion was Bailey. Misses a target. Here's a chance now for Huswaite. Gives a don't argue. Beats his opponent. In gent, kicks inside 50, looking for Baker. Fisted away by McLean. How good is he? At the drop, loose men everywhere. Good hand pass on the up again. To Casey, and the hand pass came out from Hogan. Kicks to the wing on the outer side. Player coming the other way for Rosebud was very untidy. And that has to be a free kick to Bonbeach. Against Josh Fisher, that was very untidy and crude.
I think you said a few words to him too, so I might say hello to you later on.
In short to Casey. How good's he been? Kicks towards the forward pocket. Fisted away. And they try and clear out of defence, Rosebud. Handball Maynard. Outside defensive 50. Player shoved off the footy. Young Tid from the under-19s. He can't get hold of it. Ryan Gibson in his second game today has been all at sea for Rosebud as well. But they're a young side, remember. They've got 21 pointers, as Nick Jewell said. And Bonbeach used almost all their points with a few recruits, such as ex-AFL players in Gilbert and Armitage. Cummings got up a bit high, said the umpire, Steve Cummings. And did he shove out his opponent in the ruck? I think he did.
Fisher again, isn't it?
Hewlett. And 50 metres because I think...
Because the player...
Is there 50? Because I think the Rosebud player came through the mark and virtually tripped Hewlett.
It's the guy running off.
And this is going to be the fourth, if it is, fourth goal from a 50-metre penalty against Rosebud today.
It was very undisciplined again.
So, shot at goal, slight angle, 30 metres out. Just to add icing on the cake, and the goal is kicked. And they just add to the carnage as far as Rosebud's concerned, Bonbeach.
That's his 6th, I think, Fisher.
I don't think it was Fisher.
Was it Fish?
Hewlett.
Gilbert, sorry, beg your pardon.
Who's done his job today, Liam Hewlett.
Oh, Hewlett, yeah.
Yeah, Liam Hewlett, 19, 12, 1, 2, 6.
Yep.
Rosebud 8, 4, 52, 19 gone in the last quarter.
Yeah, he's back
on the Thirsty
run.
Camel Corner Bottle Shop scoreboard.
Yep. You're right there, Hugo.
And it's good to see him back playing footy as well. He lost or fallen out of love with the game after his 2 years at Melbourne. Went to Bonbeach, didn't quite work, and now he's back playing. He plays a lot of cricket too, and quite successfully. Hard week there. Tap down to Tid. Kept it alive to Marshall in the middle. Steps around a would-be tackle. Kicks inside 50. Tom Baker's there. Crashes the pack hard. Feeds a hand pass out to Hardwick. Feeds a hand pass to Nanskow, and he knows how to kick a goal. From 30 metres, hits the post. That was a good exchange, a better exchange. Good hands inside 50 from the Buds. They've really been unable to do that most of the day. The margin 73 points, 8-5, 53 to 19, 12, 126 on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud scoreboard. So back into play. Corrigan on the left. He favours the broadcast side of the ground. Keegan down, he can't mark. Sean's there at the drop. Gets the hand pass out, misses the target. Cummings' hand pass misses the target. Intercepted by Liam Hewlett. Turns it over to Reed Nanskow. Reed Nanskow hits the ground running. Wobbly ball inside 50. Bouncing goal! I don't think his brother Jay, who was in the goal square contesting with an opponent, touched it. He didn't. And that might be our goal of the day, the long-range goal from just inside 50 for Truman's golf range. Get down to Truman's for the Peninsula's best pizza, beer and golf experience. Truman's Road, Bonio. Go and see Guy and the team. Outstanding goal there by Reed Nanskow, and kicks his first. Jai's kicked 2. And 9-5, 59, Rosebud, Bonbeach, 19, 12, 126. The margin, 67 points at the 21-minute mark of the final quarter on the Frankston Jeep time clock.
Got about 3.5 minutes to go in this last quarter. Armitage takes it out. Beautiful, too. To our man, Conor McGregor.
Yeah, he's been superb. And he just kicks in short again to McDonald.
To the boss.
Yeah, the boss. He's been magnificent today, too. Inside 50 once more. Chance for a shot at goal, hard on the boundary, but running out of room
on the full
as he grabbed that footy and wasn't able to screw it around in Fisher, who's been superb today. He's done everything else right, but that would have been an outstanding goal. That would have certainly been our goal of the day for Truman's golf range. Our mark of the day has been a few good ones today too. Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South. The team at Telstra Business Technology Centre Melbourne South is helping local businesses turn technology into opportunity. Kick to the outer side of the ground. No mark taken at the fall. It comes out again to Bonbeach's Armitage. Their midfielders have racked up numbers. There's our man Casey again, and he picks out a target marking on the wing on the outer side. High lobbing ball inside 50. Can't take the mark. Fisher at the drop. Gil Renouf again. Runs away from an opponent with great speed. Kicks the goal of the day. Hard on the boundary. He has kicked the goal of the day. Running out of room. He was virtually in the car park when he hooked that around the body.
That's it.
He hit the ball with speed from the contest and has hooked it around the body. Lockie Gil Renouf. What a goal that was. And that is definitely our goal of the day for Truman's golf range as they keep piling the disappointment on this Rosebud Footy Club. 2012-132, Rosebud 9-5-59, 23 gone in the last quarter, and Jackson Casey is cooked as he comes off. He gets his bottle of water from Lachlan Standing, who should be back next week, as he has a little bit of a chat to one of his teammates playing coach. Has been another star for Bonbeach today. Back in the middle of the ground. What a goal that was by Lockie Gil Renouf. Marshall's tried valiantly today for Rosebud, but turns it over. Good mark to Corrigan, who's been solid. Takes the mark. Gets it now to Mitch Gent, who turns his opponent inside out, but misses the target there of Verma. Too high for him. Taken at the back. Cleared. comfortably on this occasion by Nance Cowan. Reed Nance Cowan kicks to half forward at the drop. Picked up now by Gibson, one of the smaller players out there for Rosebud. Bouncing ball.
Douglas.
Keegan Downey's there. Great play by Douglas to just get a hand on that and ensure that his team got away through Bennett. Bennett slips it out the back now to McLean. Ben McLean marking last line. Tom McLean, normally in this side, not playing today. Ben McLean kicks down the middle of the ground and a good mark taken by David Armitage. Front edge centre square. Feeds a hand pass on the outside. This is magnificent to watch. As taking the footy as Kennedy. What a kick that is. It went 40 metres flat and just magnificently into the breadbasket of Trent Dennis Lane. And Rosebud are just betwixt and between here as Bonbeach put on a clinic in the closing stages of this game. And this will be a real percentage shellacking and they'll drop a few percentage points today for Rosebud. 24 minutes gone in the final quarter. Dennis Lane for his fifth. 45 out to make it 29 for the season. He's kicked accurately all day. He doesn't miss those. He kicked the winning goal in the 2010 elimination final for the Swans. Played 29 league games. Knows where the goals are. And he has 5 as his team put on a clinic. Just put on a show.
Just beautiful pass there to Fisher. Then Fisher got the handball to Armitage. And then off they went to the races, the boys there. And TDL, he was 30 metres in front of his opponent there and he gave up, but he's just the class. The class of Bonbeach today is very impressive, Dan. It's the first time you've seen them play. I've seen them play a couple of times, but, geez, they're a good-looking team.
They sure are. Bounce in the middle. 21-12, 138 to 9-5, 59, 79-point lead on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop of Rosebud. And it'll be thrown up once again. Stop into the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop for some cold beer and Cooper specials. Bouncing in front of Matt Cumming. And taken again by Bailey, who's been great. Kicks inside 50. No one can take the mark. Bouncing ball at the back now is Osland. Feeds that hand pass out. Taken again by Gilbert. Gilbert goes in short. Gets a half distance pass that, is intercepted. Last line of defence by McRae. McRae with the footy. Almost had it smothered. Kicks down the line for Rosebud. Their defence has been all at sea today. Getting back Fisher. I thought he nearly took that mark, backtracking into a pack. Quick hand pass comes out to Armitage. He just bursts through like a big man. Can't take the mark. The umpire says it's throwing the ball. And we'll go Rosebud's way. Taken by Stoffels, member of their premiership team of 2015 with the Baker boys and Keegan Downey out there today. Kicks down the line. Good mark to the aforementioned Tom Baker. Opposed to McLean. They've had a good battle. Margin 79 points. Nearly 26 gone, final quarter. Tom Baker can't do much with that. Siren sounds, massive win on the Thirsty Camel Corner Bottle Shop scoreboard. And we thank Rosebud Country Club, our major sponsor today. 21-12, 138 to 9-5-59, a 79-point win. And they had a lot of stars today, Bonbeach. Fisher kicked 5. And so did Trent Dennis Lane kicking 5. They shared it around. Liam Hewlett got a couple. And they had so many goal kickers. Their midfielders chipping in like Shane McDonald, Gil Renouf, probably the goal of the day for Truman's Golf Range. We'll get to that in a second. Bo Bailey kicked a couple as well. Jason Carter, one of their young players, while Jai Nance Cowan kicked 2. And the rest were singles today, including a lovely goal on the run from Reed Nance Cowan in the final quarter. But look, there's a big difference, isn't there, in class? They're a young team, Rosebud. A lot of one-pointers, Paul. Bonbeach have gone out and recruited well, and they've won by 79 points and thoroughly deserve that victory. We'll go to our awards very shortly, but let's go around the grounds thanks to Great Syndicates Australia.
Thank you very much there, Dan. So we know the result here from Bonbeach 21-12, 138 to Rosebud 9-5. So we go to Division 1 just quickly. There might be a few upsets here. Just if you don't want to... okay, well... Three-quarter time, we know that Frankston Bombers must have gone on that game, I think.
It did. So if it did go on, Frankston Bombers get the points.
Well, they're still playing.
They're still going. Okay.
So Bombers are 9-12, 66 to Red Hill 1-4-10. Drummond have kicked away in the last quarter against Pines, 17-13, 115 to Pines, 11-4, 70. Frankston YCW full-time, 9-13 YCW to EDS, 9-5, 59.
Just had struggled kicking goals in that last quarter again.
Yep.
Or in the second half against a good defence who've obviously tightened up after a poor first half.
Mount Elias have done it again. Sorrento have done it again. Sorrento 7-10, 52. Mount Elias 8-6, 54.
They know how to win the close ones. It doesn't matter how you win as long as you win. The 4 points are the same.
Sereno now by 2 points and 1 point.
Well, we've seen the best sides in the comp today, and they've won by 79, and they get the same number of points as a team like Mount Eliza who've won by 2 points. There's a great Peter Hogan leads. Good on you, Pete.
Mate, really good.
We'll see you next time.
Bonbeach was here. That's it too. Now we go to Division 2. Just quickly, there's a few upsets here, I think, Dan. And have a look
yes, look at this
there.
Pearsdale and Devon Meadows.
Right. Pearsdale, full time, have played Devon Meadows at Devon Meadows. Pearsdale, 13-12-90. Defeated Devon Meadows 9-10-64.
Wow. They've disappointed Devon Meadows. They were so good last week.
Full time at Ballum Park. Another close game. Mornington, 10-10-70. Defeated Coringal 9-8-62. Full time at Seaford, Langwarren defeated Seaford 14-9-93 to Seaford 9-15.
They've played 2 games at home and lost them both, Seaford. They'll be disappointed with that.
Somerville, they've had a very big win here, 18-16, 124 against Hastings 5, 7-37. Tyab, they came back to Rye there. Just
2 good weeks in a row for Tyab. Well done.
12-10-82. Lost to Rye 13-15-93.
Didn't get the percentage booster they needed, Rye, but it might nearly get them in the top 5. We'll double check that a bit later.
Chelsea 16-15, 111 to Crib Point 1-6-12. So
it's getting tired, Crib Point, late in the season.
Some upsets there. But
for growth, Syndicates
Australia.
Australia.
Beating Devon Meadows, which was unbelievable.
And Growth Syndicates Australia will help you retire in style, significantly enhance superannuation for an ideal retirement lifestyle. Let's look at our awards. Our first award for Truman's Golf Range, our goal of the day. It's got to be Lockie Gilreneuve. What a goal that was at the very end.
There, he ran the pack really hard, Dan,
he did.
And he just got the ball, spun around on his right foot on a very tight angle at the bay end there and just got it through in the last quarter. Fantastic goal.
What about our mark of the day for the Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South? The team at Telstra Business Technology Centre Melbourne South is helping local businesses turn technology into opportunity. Go to tbtcmelbsouth.com.au to find out more, or call 1300 669 103 Paul to chat to the team today at Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South. Our mark of the day?
Well, there was a few out there, Dan. Fisher did a couple of good marks there.
Armitage in the front of the pack was a sensational.
That was a good strong mark.
I reckon that was one of them, wasn't it?
One of them there.
Good to see him play today, just leading by example. Tough. Gilbert didn't have a big day, but Verma chipped in today. McDonald chipped in today. Jackson Casey was outstanding off half back. They just have winners everywhere.
They were too, mate. They're just their on ball are just really good. Really, really solid team they are.
They're an excellent team. What about Best on Ground? And, of course, Best on Ground is for Jeff Wignall Ford, serving the Peninsula community since 1979. They have branches at Hastings, Frankston and Mornington. Do you think Joseph Fisher?
Well, definitely. Joe Fisher. He played in the ruck and he played up forward. He kicked 5. He was just the dominant tall man all day and the dominant forward all day too. Mind you, the Trent TDL kicked 5 goals too, but Joe Fisher, he was just probably one of the best on ground, I thought. The on ballers there, like I've got to mark down like 3 or 4 of them. You got your Mitch Gents, your Coates, McDonald's, your Vermers. They're all just solid. So
and Casey, who's playing his new role across half back, he is impassable.
I've got to give him a vote. He's my favourite. Conor McGregor. I love him, mate. He said to me at the start of the game, he said, put me name on the votes if you can before I asked. Well, you got to prove it. Yes, and he did. And so to be mate,
they haven't won an MPNFL premiership. They got close in 2013 and probably should have won that game against EDS. But got overrun the last quarter.
Watching that.
In 2017 got thrashed by the Frankston YCW team in the last of the
Division 1, Division 2.
Yeah, all the Peninsula and the Nepean games. So it was the Peninsula Division Grand Final. They got thrashed. This might be third time lucky, and he does deserve it. I know YCW is still on top after they narrowly beat Edithvale Aspendale today, but Bonbeach have played the best footy I've seen by a long way. That was an outstanding display today.
We saw Rosebud at the start of the year play against Sereno.
Oh, they were very good with the defensive pressure, but they've got a few out. They've got to get them back. They need a bit more experience. They're a bunch of kids at the moment.
Rosebud started off really good, and they went down, and they've come back a bit, but today's game here, like, Bonbeach just had players everywhere, mate.
They did.
The back line, Douglas was good in the back line too, and young Bailey was in there, and Osland too, really good. Gilbert was good in the ruck too, just did their efforts, what they got to do, but just a good, solid team effort, and that's what probably the coach wants. It's just everyone just do their part, do their team, part for the team, and they've done it, and come out 60-odd points and winners, so it's great effort by Bonbeach to beat Rosebud.
79 points, 21-12, 138 to 95-59. We thank all our sponsors, including our major sponsor today, Rosebud Country Club. Thanks for getting on board and supporting GameFace and our football coverage. We'll have, of course,
Brent Onion.
yes, we'll have more coverage, of course, tomorrow with the junior footy. I've got a top age game, Frankston Rovers, B division in the top age between Frankston Rovers, who, of course, have been a great breeding ground for wonderful players over the years, and the Loney twins, Jake Batchelor, Tony Blackford, and, of course, the great Dermot Brereton, one of the greatest players to play the game.
He knows I kicked the winning goal against him too. He knows
Did
that.
you?
Yes.
Playing for Mount Eliza?
I was playing for West W then. I mean, he
Were you
knows
really?
It. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Under 15s, playing against Derm.
You were the same year?
Same year.
Right.
I had 1 year at St Kilda 19s, but Derm
Did you?
kicked on. That's it.
When was that? Next year?
79.
79.
Jezelenko was coaching. I met the great man, Jez. I buried for Carlton Thor. Met him. That
What was it like?
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good old days.
So
79.
you had who was the coach of the under-19s in those days?
Robbie Elkinston and Mickey Robertson.
Right.
Well, they looked after us there.
Yeah, they were young boys, weren't they then?
On the disco upstairs.
Yeah, of course they would have. Thank you, Paul.
Great, Dan. Thanks, mate.
Thank you very
great
much,
call.
Tom. Thanks to all the other boys for being involved in the coverage today. Red Onion, as you mentioned, Glenn Carter for making it possible.
Yep.
And, of course, the Rosebud Footy Club for allowing us to be up here in the timekeeper's box today.
Great spot.
Peter Hogan and also Mark from the
Really
Rosebud
good.
Footy Club. Peter Hogan, the great man from Bonbeach, who were the timekeepers, allowed us to take their space up and call a game. We'll have more footy tomorrow. We'll have junior footy, of course, Frankston Rovers and Pakenham, and lots of YJFL too. And then we'll be back with more MPNFL next week and the MPNFL footy shows during the week. Get your game face on.